Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Users episode 31. I am Pegasus187. CM Punk, rest in peace. 21 and 0.
That was long. That was the longest introduction you've ever had. I'm Chronolink9, and uh I'm awesome, I guess. I don't really know what to say after that. It's just and we're the only two here. Well, actually, that's a lie. We do have some guests, but we're the only two regular hosts here this time around. LMG's off doing school things. Batsa is probably, I don't know, fighting crime.
So he's Batman?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's why
Batman.
Batsa can't be a full-time host anymore, is actually because he's a superhero.
Bot's the man.
Vigilante.
What's a man?
Batsa man, well, just Batsa brand, just Batsa brand. Going around
Ultraman?
fighting
Oh, yeah,
crime.
Big B. That's his bat signal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, down south. So,
Yep.
So he's basically a southern version of Batman.
a what version of Batman?
Southern version of Batman.
Yes, he is the knight. So.
Oh, man. Here we go.
This is going to be a fun episode. We have with us, if you couldn't already tell, we have Zavin. I don't know if he said anything. I thought he said something. We have Zavin, 1718, once
Yo.
again joining us. How's it going, Zavin?
Good.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, then. That's awesome. That's great. It's great. And we also have another guest, and this is his first time. This is actually his first podcast, which is
Yes.
pretty cool. We're taking yet another person's podcast virginity, popping his podcast cherry. It's great to have you, Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy.
Yo, what's up? Also, on the Virtual Code, people tend to call me Mr. Might and Magic because of a thing in Path of Exile.
Nice.
All right then.
Yeah,
But
but this is a real podcast, so.
and on a real podcast, we're just gonna call you by your name, which is, I don't know. I don't know what we'd shorten it to.
Mr. Cage.
Just Mr. Cage, Johnny Cage,
No, Mr. KH.
Mr. KH.
Yeah.
Mr. King. I think. No, I don't know. Yeah, Mr. KH. That's cool. I dig it. All right, sweet. So, because this is your first time, we do have to ask some very important questions. What are those questions, Nick?
Maybe guess, favorite game of all time?
Yes, that is.
Yes.
Oh, God, this is really tough.
I'm gonna give a guess by your name and say you're gonna say Kingdom Hearts.
That's the one that's one that had one of the most impacts on me, but it's not my favorite, actually.
Hmm.
It did have a big impact on me, especially like the beginning FMV of the very first one. I was like, what, 6 or something when I first saw it?
Hmm.
No, I think it was like 8. But yeah, it was the first time I was ever speechless, like during a video game, and I was like, what? Whoa.
I mean,
Yeah.
like every time that song played, the commercial with Simple and Clean playing, I don't know.
Yeah, I seen that, and it had Disney characters. I was like, I had to have this game, even though a lot of people I know said it was like a crap idea. But the fact that it worked was really impressive.
Yeah, it really. Yeah, I love those games. So.
But yeah, favorite game of all time. I can't really say of all time because there's still a lot of games I need to play, and I think there might be there, and I know some of them might be better than the ones I have on my list so far. But I guess my favorite so far would be probably Persona 4 or Persona 3.
Very nice. Very interesting. Very interesting. I actually just started playing Persona 4 recently.
Yeah, but the thing about 3 is I felt 3 had a much better like end game, like like the last last part of it.
Hmm.
But Persona 4 like had the better mechanics definitely. I also like the tone of 3 better, so it's a bit of a mixed thing.
Okay.
So that's why I put them both on like the same.
Very nice. Very cool. All right. And another question is, what is your favorite console of all time?
PS2, without question.
Wow, that was fast.
It's just the one I had the most memories for.
Very cool.
Like playing an awesome game, like playing some pretty weird, actually, not games that I don't think a lot of people talk about. Games like Matrix Path of Neo, which is actually a pretty good movie tie-in. Movie game.
Okay, I remember Enter the Matrix.
Yeah, Enter the Matrix is crap, but Path of Neo is a lot better.
The thing I remember the most about Enter the Matrix was the fact that it had 60 minutes of like footage like that was made specifically for the game and sort of tied in like, Nairobi and what's his face's story Ghost, I
Niobe
guess.
and Ghost.
Yeah.
Niobe and Ghost.
And so there was like that was sort of going on. And then pretty much the only other thing I can remember is like bullet time and people flying.
Yeah, but I definitely say if you like beat 'em ups, definitely get Matrix Path of Neo. It's available for the Xbox, GameCube, and I think it was available for the Xbox, PS2, and PC. I recommend either the Xbox or PC version.
Okay.
Myself. Basically, just all three of the movies. It basically does like just one game, and you play as Neo, the main character.
That's pretty sweet, I guess. For me, I don't know. I have, just because of pretty much everyone's reaction and from what little I've seen of Reloaded and what was the other one?
Revelations.
Revelations. To me, it's just kind of the first one is it, kind of for me.
It does all three movies, but it's more for fun than anything. Like if you're a fan of even like the first Matrix movie, I say give it a shot. It's like really cool because of all the sweet combos you can do.
Okay. I feel like I probably should watch those eventually, even though
I say just watch the first one. Like I haven't watched the other two, but I hear they're not that great.
Yeah. But I don't know.
But yeah, also other games I have sweet memories for were obviously the Kingdom Hearts games. Let me see. What else did I play actually? That's my phone. Let me see. I played. Oh yeah, the Prince of Persia games. Those are nice.
Okay.
Sands of Time. Yeah, that was actually a funny story about that. Like I think I rented that game like 5 times when I was a kid, and every time I got like farther and farther into it, but I always got stuck on one part. And then when I bought it on like a flea market for $10, I finally beat it.
Cool. Yeah, I still have yet to play those games. I feel really bad about it. I don't know. I've always had this opportunity whenever I've walked into a GameStop. There's like, oh hey look, there's Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, and then I would never buy it for some reason.
I say get the Prince of Persia collection, the HD one on PS3. I hear Warrior Within's not that great, but Two Thrones I hear is pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard the same thing too. Yeah. See, I don't have a PS3 yet, so. Yeah.
And what are you waiting for? Buy one. They have a lot of great exclusives, especially about Valkyria Chronicles, which is awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's on the agenda, just along with like 3DS and such. So.
Same.
But it's what was that, Zavin?
Same. Yeah, I don't own a PS3 either, so.
I know. We need to get on that. I'm poor. I'm a poor, suffering college student. If you buy one for me, then I'll play games. I swear.
I'd have to sell my shoes first, but yeah. Granted, they're like $300 dress shoes, but still.
Yeah, I remember Vintage Video Game Geek, there was a thread like telling him to buy a Wii or whatever. He's like, and everyone's just like, oh, it's so cheap, buy it. And he's like, well, if it's so cheap, why doesn't someone just buy me one? And everyone's just like silent after that.
I might. I remembered offering to buy Rockman a Vita one time.
Why?
Because I wanted him to play Persona 4 badly.
You should just play the PS2 one, like me.
He hates the PS2 though. Like he doesn't like it.
Oh.
Why?
Didn't Rockman tell you this already?
No, he didn't.
He said he just doesn't like playing the PS2 because he can't, because of his parents, or at least his mother, at least doesn't like him playing on the TV.
But that explains why he plays a lot of PC.
And handhelds, so yeah.
I have that. I don't know. I have that trouble too, and that's what the great thing about, I guess, the Wii U would be, for people that have that sort of problem. And I definitely run into that. It's like, no, we're gonna watch whatever. And it's like, oh, well, fine, be that way.
Yeah.
I'll just play my DS then.
Actually, now I think about it, I had a lot of memories on the PS2 with my cousin playing the Dragon Ball Z games, like Budokai 2 and especially Budokai 3.
Nice.
Charging up.
Yeah, charging up, kicking ass, taking names. I was always Goku.
Like a true Dragon Ball warrior.
Yeah, we were pretty much
Dragon Warrior. There you go. No.
Yeah, speaking of Dragon Warrior, I still need to finish Dragon Quest VIII. Yeah.
I have that sitting on the shelf and haven't put it in the system at all. So
Yeah, I think I'm like 20, 30 hours in. So yeah.
I've heard it's lengthy. So
Yeah, like 50, 60 hours main game, like, and after that it goes up to 80 hours, like, post game.
yeah. So, okay.
But yeah, me and my cousin were like big DBZ heads back in the day, and still are actually. We're still DBZ fans. Just not as much as we used to.
Now, okay. Now we have to ask this. Just because Bots is not here, that doesn't mean we still have to ask this question, because we ask all our hosts or all our guests. Well, he's asked all the hosts, but we asked all the guests this question, even though I haven't watched it yet. Still, I actually don't know where my copy is. I was looking up on the shelf earlier and I couldn't find it, so I don't know where it is, Botsa. I bought it and now it just disappeared. I swear.
Wait, you own it, but you haven't seen it?
Yeah, shut up, Zavin.
What are you talking about?
I'm building up to this great question. Have you ever watched Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon?
No, I never heard of it.
Well, as a request from Botsa Brand, watch Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. You should do it.
Let me search that up. Actually, how do you spell it? Barry.
Just type in The Last Dragon in Amazon, and you should see this amazing picture. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. The box art. I don't know. I still don't know. Why haven't I watched this yet?
The Last Dragon with like that guy posing for a martial arts film.
That's right.
Also, it's a martial arts film.
Yeah, I guess. See, I haven't watched it, so I can't tell you.
It looks like one, like in the veins like those Jackie Chan movies, like Drunken Master.
It does, except it's got vanity in it. The last of his kind, the best of the best. And there's something called the Glow or something that I don't really know, and it's some guy named Shonuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's things that I haven't yet.
Now I'm obligated to ask you a question, considering what you asked me.
Yes.
Have you ever watched two series, like, they're both from the same company, Karno Kyokai or Fate Zero? Have you watched either of those?
No. I don't. No.
No?
I don't even know what that means.
Karno Kyokai, it's the Garden of Sinners. It's sort of one of the more obscure titles by Type Moon.
Never heard of it.
I keep finding some children's book called The Last Dragon. And I check it on eBay.
You really should watch those. Like, if you like shonen, basically, like, Fate Zero is sort of a deconstruction of, like, the shonen genre, those tournaments. And just, like, how brutal and just evil it could get. And also, you basically get Alexander the Great and King Arthur, and the likes of King Arthur, Alexander the Great kicking ass, taking names. Which is hold
on now. Now, a friend of mine told me about this one time because he said, "Hey, you might like this because you're a history major, so I should probably look into that at some point."
Oh yeah, the Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. One of the main draws is the Seven Servant thing, where they basically have like the legendary heroes of like myth and fiction.
Yeah.
Like King Arthur, Alexander the Great, Medusa.
Right.
Even some villains. Basically just, reincarnated as, like, these servants under, like, these classes like Saber, Archer, Lancer.
Because that was a visual novel originally, right, I think?
Fate Stay Night, yeah, it's a visual novel.
Yeah.
It also has an anime, but I hear it's not that great. Fate Zero is actually just a prequel novel and anime series.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely should look into that at some point. Okay, you guys wanna talk about a little bit of news here, or maybe just topics of discussion? We'll get into news a little bit.
Well, recent news so far. My internet was cut for a few days, so I'm a bit behind in terms of news because this is the internet after all.
Okay, but we'll let you know. We'll let you know the thing, and you can talk about it with us. So, but first, let's get into like a little bit of Now, this was like a week ago because we're recording on the 7th. So, all right, so we're a little behind. Just recording. Please forgive us, people. Please forgive us. Okay.
No, they won't.
They won't. Some of them will. So they might.
Very picky bunch, most of them.
Yeah, are you one of them? Or will you not forgive us?
Not particular. I'm not a picky guy at all that much. I just prefer having laughs, grabbing a beer or two, and I'm underaged.
Naughty.
Well, okay, it was root beer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. You naughty man, naughty person. Just like I'll get into that later.
Just
Whatever.
like Zavin, what?
Just like
Well,
Zavin.
we'll get into that in games we've
Games
been
we've been
playing.
playing. So, okay. But anyways, it's been a week ago. But April Fool's Day was around, and originally I was kind of looking around, and I didn't really see any jokes that were that good. But there were some pretty good ones that I found. Friends of mine told me about and showed me, and the internet's pretty great when it comes to some of these April Fool's jokes. And I don't know, what kind of
Let me
ones
guess.
did you guys come across?
Okay, can I share? Or
Yeah, Zavin, let's
so
go with you first.
this one I completely fell for it. Broland posted saying moving expenses have gotten a lot more than I thought they would be. I just have to get rid of all of it, all of my games, all of my CDs. I know it's hard, but I mean I don't have a choice now. And he's like, here is a Google Docs with all the stuff I'm selling. I'll give you guys first pick on Facebook. You click on it. Says April Fools. You butthead or something like that.
You
Well,
Thunderhead or Meathead or Pisshead or something.
I'll find it, but yeah, I just completely fell for that because they're like, oh, that because I didn't even remember it was April Fool's Day.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know of two, like 1.5 maybe, because I don't know if the other one is an April Fool's joke because it was posted the day before April Fool's Day.
Okay.
What was that?
What were they?
The first one, which is really funny, is Journey with rocket launchers, which is just awesome.
Journey, like the PS3 game, or?
Yeah, Journey, the PS3 game. That
Okay.
artsy game with rocket launchers. It's just freaking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rockman posted that one.
That's great. What was the other one?
I don't know. I still don't know if it's an April Fool's joke, but Nara Sand, you heard of him?
Yes.
Kind of hard not to. though.
Yeah, it's quite hard not to have heard of him.
Yeah, he's the guy who constantly says penis all the time. Well, it was only up when he's with Trevor. Well, I don't know. But
So what was
basically, he was all excited and posted up a link to Kingdom Hearts 3, which got me really excited. But I've been hearing people say it's an April Fool's joke, like about how Square was sort of starting to develop it or something.
Wasn't it Kingdom Hearts less than 3 or something like that?
Kingdom Hearts 3, like they were developing it, like it was Project something.
Yeah, but wasn't it called less than 3 because it looks like a heart or something?
I don't know. It's been a while since I saw it. I don't really remember that much, but
To Google.
Kingdom Hearts less than. Oh, that sounds like an April Fool's joke to me. Simply because.
I didn't see.
Well, I mean, they've said in the past that they're not going to start really even doing anything with it until they finish Versus 13. But at this point, all I can guess is that Versus 13 actually is being moved to the PS4, and that's probably going to be called 15. And that's the game that they came out during the PS4 thing and are like, we are developing a game that we'll announce at E3.
I still want Square to just stop teasing us and just give us Kingdom Hearts 3 already. We've been waiting for years now. Granted, Birth by Sleep is freaking awesome, and I still need to play through Dream Drop Distance, but yeah, enough with the prequels and interludes already. Give us a sequel, a named sequel already.
They will. They will. Don't worry. Be patient. They'll do it. You're Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy, and you're mad that there's more Kingdom Hearts games?
I just want Kingdom Hearts 3 already. Granted, Birth by Sleep's awesome, but I hear 358 by Days, while decent, and especially Coded's not that great.
Coded's best gameplay has probably, I'd argue, has some of the best gameplay in the series.
It's a cell phone game.
Did you play Recoded though? Recoded.
No, but Coded is a cell phone game. I know Recode's a DS game though, but again, a remake of a cell phone game. Come on.
I played the game. I bought it. The gameplay is awesome because not only does it take the battle system mechanic for the most part of Birth by Sleep, but it actually has variety in what you do in each of the worlds. So some of the worlds you're doing it's almost like a puzzle game. In other worlds you're doing it's like a turn-based. It's like a Final Fantasy, turn-based it's like a turn-based battle system.
This reminds me of Nier for some reason.
It's fantastic. You know, you're kind of retreading the same ground over and over again, which, you know, the story is not great. It's okay. It's kind of just okay.
Actually, I hear the ending, like a Kingdom Hearts 3 code, it actually plays a major part in the Dream Drop Distance, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I never played. I don't have a 3DS, so I haven't played Dream Drop Distance yet, even though I own it. But
You own it, and you don't own a 3DS? What?
it's because I got the Mark of Mastery edition because it was selling out everywhere. So I
jealous.
I pretty much had to have it. So I was fortunately able to get it from Walmart.com like before that sold out there.
Let me guess, you got it for like $5 or something crazy like that.
No, I get it for whatever I don't remember what it retailed for, but
I think it was like 55 or something.
yeah, it was something like that. So
Damn it, I never even heard of that till now.
I got really lucky, so that's all I have to say. So I was really happy to get that because it was sold out pretty much everywhere except for there. So
one game, Kingdom Hearts game I really want to try it out, besides Dream Drop Distance, is actually Re-Chain of Memories.
Yeah, right? Me too, actually.
Because the battle system does look very interesting, you know, with the card aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Chain was I enjoyed the first the original Chain of Memories on the Game Boy, so.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, so it was that was fun, but yeah. As for me, April Fool's related stuff. I mean, Google's been pretty great the past few years. You know, last year they had their Google Quest, where it was basically just like, or Google. I think it was Google Quest, and it was like this, essentially, a super or a Famicom cartridge that you'd plug into like, you know, a Famicom in Japan, and you'd hook like an Ethernet cable into it, and then it would connect to the internet, and you'd be able to use, you know, like Google Maps sort of feature on your NES or Famicom. And
no way.
Yeah,
that had to have been April Fool's.
Oh, well, totally. Well, yeah, of course it was. But it was awesome how hilariously elaborate the whole thing was. So yeah, that was really funny. But this year they had Google Knows, and that was basically a like, you know, I really like this scent, so I'm gonna search it on Google, and you know, and it would come through your computer monitor, and you'd be able to smell things, or you know, like compare scents and things. It was just
basically smell-o-vision.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember last year I found it was a news station, and like they like showed a thingy for a new technology they had for the iPhone where it would emit sounds if you just smelt the screen or something like that, and it was a news story.
Yeah, so they did that, and they also had something else that I can't remember. Google Maps did something again. They had something else on Google Maps. I think it was like Google Pirates or something like that. And it was something where you like bury treasure in different places. I don't know. It was weird, but so yeah, those are definitely really enjoyable. Another really good one was Overclocked Remix, which is the website devoted to video game remix, you know, music remixes, and I've talked about them on the podcast before. But they have an album coming out that they did a Kickstarter for a few months back, which is their Final Fantasy VI album, and they teased they had like on April 1st they had this amazing teaser trailer for another album they're releasing called and it was just a kind of a title making fun of it, and it was the greatest YouTube video I've ever seen, because it made every mistake that you could ever make. You know, it's basically all the mistakes people make making YouTube videos, like, you know, having the hypercam little box in the top, or slowing down the frame for no reason, doing it in a top 10 list format with terrible music playing over it. It was just so good, so funny. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. So yeah, I don't know. It's really fun to see how elaborate and, you know, how people can get for. Oh yeah, and then Zavin also just reminded me of one in the chat here, is that
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought you were gonna say it, so I didn't.
What? They canceled it? What? They were even making it? What?
so
Or-
the 4-Leaf Studios who developed Katawa Shoujo, who
That
developed
was
Katawa
4chan.
Shoujo, joked. Well, their joke was that Katawa Shoujo 2 was canceled. I mean, pretty much the whole part of the joke is that they've said for months and months after the game was released that they're planning on stepping away from the project, from Katawa Shoujo, the license in general, or the name, and they're not doing anything with it anymore. So yeah, it was just kind of funny that they have like they have like artwork and stuff about it. They have like it's very amusing to see what they did with it. But yeah, so that's obviously fake again, and an amusing joke. And then they said that they're gonna skip Katawa Shoujo 2 entirely and go to Katawa Shoujo 3. So yeah, obviously a joke, but a good one. Um,
Oh, they did that with Leisure Suit Larry. They just skipped 4 and went to 5.
well, I wouldn't know about that, but
Well, all Gen Gamers talked about it.
and
They
I
had that.
have perfect memory here. No, I can't. I'm sorry, I don't remember that.
Well, you first you weren't remembering this, Jesper. You didn't remember LMG's illegal DVDs.
Yeah, so apparently LMG, you might want to remind me about this because I guess you got DVDs in Vietnam or something. I don't know. I don't remember anything about that, but hey, I'm a busy guy, you know. I got school, I've got video games to play, I've got podcasts to listen to, I've got other things going on. I don't even know. I don't know. Pegasus, what amusing
Yeah.
April Fool's joke joke or whatever did you come across?
The one I ran into this year was a photoshopped article from supposedly from WWE.com that John Cena got suspended for violating their health and wellness policies. Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Nice.
But yeah, obviously knew it was fake because I'm actually watching Rock and Cena right now. Main
Who's
event of WrestleMania.
who's winning, or is anyone winning?
Cena's controlling the match right now, so
He's come.
I think Cena's gonna end up winning. I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion with how they built this up, and
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing, they're gonna have one more match, and then I guess it's supposed to take place next year at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. So
New Orleans,
yeah,
Sodom and Gomorrah, the Mississippi. Okay, that's a Simpsons reference. I don't actually
Nice.
think it's the Sodom and Gomorrah of the Mississippi. Everybody. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's go to the next subject. Now, I wanted to talk about this because it actually only kind of recently came to my attention. But apparently, a higher up in Microsoft, I don't remember what his name is. I don't remember who it was.
Louis Ball?
Who?
Louis Ball?
No, a higher up in Microsoft.
Yeah, sorry, I just...
Isn't Uwe Boll the guy that makes those terrible video game movies?
What?
Like Postal or whatever, or like
Resident Evil, or was that even
no,
him or
he
no?
no, he didn't make Resident Evil.
He made Alone in the Dark, yeah.
I don't know.
W's
I
nightmare
don't even
future.
know where that happened. Uwe Boll all of a sudden is okay. No, this is a higher up in Microsoft.
That
On
would
his
be like a great April Fool's joke, like him just joining Microsoft or as the president or something.
God, if he got hired by Microsoft, that'd be like the end of the world. No, but what higher up in Microsoft on his Twitter was saying things about, there's been rumors going around about the next gen being, completely connected to the internet all the time for you to even use the system. So this higher up in Microsoft is essentially making fun of people, for complaining about this, kind of saying like, get with it, this is the 21st century, if you don't have better internet, then like, get with the times kind of thing. Um,
Meanie.
and he was, what was that?
I just said meanie.
He's a meanie, and he was, I guess a guy from BioWare. No, I don't know if this is. Correct me if I'm getting the story wrong here, but I think it was a guy from BioWare was kind of going head to head with him, essentially saying like, look, like, these people have, kind of reasonable arguments, power outages and stuff, or, say you live in a rural area of the country, you might not be able to get as good internet as you can if you live in Los Angeles or, New York City or something. So, and then to that, his reaction was basically like, why would I live in any of those places? Yeah, and as someone who lives in a pretty rural part of the country, I kind of took offense to that.
Offense to what? I wasn't listening. Hello?
What?
What?
Offense to what? I just blanked out for a sec.
Offense to... Do I have to explain the whole story again? I just said the whole story. You didn't hear any of it?
Sorry, I just blanked out for a sec because I was like...
Wait, what? What podcast are we on?
What is this? Is this All-Gen Gamers? Where's Jason Heine? Where's Pete?
Where's Johnny? Where's Johnny? I mean,
Pete,
Johnny
where are
just
you? I don't know what's going on. Okay, so anyways...
Hey, listen.
Summing up really fast, higher up in Microsoft was basically making fun of people who live in rural communities for not having as good internet as he can because he lives in cushy Los Angeles his entire life.
Yeah.
As that's basically summing this full story up.
I live in Los Angeles. I still have a crappy internet connection.
Well, there you go. I mean, I don't like the idea of staying connected all the time. Me personally.
Actually, a lot of people can't.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's, and I don't know. I really just don't like this attitude that I'm getting from people who are all for it now. It's, we've seen what happened with SimCity. We saw what happened.
SimCity, which is a
Diablo
disaster.
3.
We saw what happened with Diablo 3. Like what?
I thought the auction house led to its downfall, not the always online thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so what do any of you have like maybe positive? Can you guys think of like any good positive reasons why we should have this always connected thing?
Except for multiplayer
so
server
people
sort of
can't
stuff,
hack
no.
Call of Duty.
So people can't hack Call of Duty?
Yeah. I hate Call of Duty, so I honestly don't care about what good reasons could there be.
Well, because of the fact that I play mostly single-player games, RPGs, that sort of thing, adventure games, I really can't think of anything.
And what if you're on the road trip and want to just plug in your 360 to like a portable television or something?
Can't do
DVD
that.
player.
That's what handhelds are for.
Nope, can't do that. We're not gonna let you. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, Pegasus. Like you are a fan of Call of Duty. You play those games. So
Yep.
Can you think that maybe just making these things so that they stop pirates or they stop people from cheating or whatever? Do you think? I mean, do you think that'll really curb that? Or like
They'll find a way still. I mean, they'll still find some way to do it.
Piracy.
Mhm.
You are a pirate.
It's a huge problem if it's a strictly single player game. And you have to have this constant internet connection just to play it. It's ridiculous. And if your internet goes out for some reason, you're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, like I heard in like Diablo 3, if like for some reason your internet was unplugged, the game keeps going for 5 seconds before it actually turns off. Like so a lot of people like that, I think Pete said that happened to him with the servers or whatever, it stopped. And like so he ended up dying and losing his character and everything because like the server stopped and he was doomed.
Doom.
See, I don't know. I don't like the fact that that's sort of where we're heading. We're heading all digital. We're heading always connected. Why do I always have to be connected? Like...
I don't know about always digital, but always connected, yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem in the long run.
Always,
especially for, like, single-player games. Like, I'm
always
sort of
digital
neutral about that. I'm sort of neutral about the all digital games.
If it has physical copies and it's always connected, I'd still kind of be okay with that. as opposed to just going all digital?
I don't know. I'd have bad feelings about both. I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, I have bad feelings about both. I don't like either directions really, personally.
Well, to be fair, like look at PC, like and Steam, really, that's doing pretty good so far, and that's all digital usually.
But that's like a completely different crowd. Because I know like a lot of people like whose families don't, they just have a console as a Netflix
Mhm.
player sometimes and stuff, or like they don't, or they play Connects. Like a lot of the times they don't even have it connected to the internet because the older 360s don't have the wireless built in.
Right.
So I'm like,
Actually,
yeah,
that's the older models. The Slims do have it built in.
yeah. I said
Oh,
the
they
old-
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, all Slims have it built, have the wireless
I mean-
connected built into it, but all the older ones, like like the Arcade or the Elite, do not. You have to buy an adapter for it.
That's
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know, so-
I have a giant wire going through like the walls of my house to lead to my 360, and
the router's not that far from where I'm at, so I'm pretty much good there.
yeah, because those wireless adapters. I mean, I know they were like $40 or something like that. So
yeah.
I actually bought one.
see, I have an older model, so I always have to hook it up to an Ethernet cable here because I don't have that wireless thing. So maybe I should upgrade sometime. I don't know, but
It depends. Like, don't get the cheaper ones, like the ones with like freaking 4 gigabytes.
yeah,
So
that's stupid. I would never do that.
Hmm.
that's what my parents got me for my birthday, actually, for my Christmas, actually.
Well, at least you can get other hard drives and stuff. Just,
Yeah, I think you could get like a hard drive, like a 250 gigabyte hard drive for cheap, like $50 on Amazon.
Mm.
Granted, you won't be able to play Xbox games on it, but I have an original Xbox for that.
well, there you go. Yeah, so this guy's a jerk. That's pretty much the nicest thing I can say about that.
He's an asshole.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
as you said in the show notes, Jorquad.
a jerkwad. Yeah, an asshole. I think asshole fits him pretty well. I don't know. He's not. Okay. I do have to say this though. BioWare sort of lost some cred in my book. I don't trust them as much as I used to. But man, I love that guy for sticking up for us, us people in rural communities. I just like, man, you know what you're talking about. That guy probably lives in a rural community. He probably knows that we can't always get really great internet in our, podunk areas of the country. So,
Yeah.
kudos to him for sticking it to the man in that way. I really kind of respect that guy for doing that. So.
He had balls of steel.
Very
Yeah.
much so. Yes. So
Sorry, that was just perfect for that.
I agree. Okay, so now I don't know if this was. I guess it was yesterday. I don't know. They said Saturday, but I didn't even really hear the news till it was like 10 o'clock at night or whatever. But there's some Pokemon news or Pokemon.
It's not the Pokemon on the Peacekeeper forum, is it?
No, there's not. That's
No, thank God it isn't.
well. I
Although
guess
it is
that-
pretty bad.
I guess we need to address this. I guess we probably should address this first. But it's like there's a thread on the Hey Listen forum currently.
Let me explain this because
No,
I'm
I
actually
wanna
part of this
explain
guild.
Oh,
Oh, I was there when this happened, so I want to explain this.
Yeah, I guess that'd be better.
okay. So Zalvin,
Okay.
you explain this topic. That's
All right, so
This abomination.
this topic that is quickly like I don't know why it hasn't been modded yet. But
Yeah.
anyways,
That's
It
because
went
no one
down
wants to mod
south
it.
quick.
what happened was in Virtua Guild, Cole was in there and Trevor and Mitty and like some other people, and they were discussing Pokemon.
The
that-
unholy trinity besides Nara.
They were discussing just Pokemon. Then they're like, "What Pokemon suck?" And Cole's like, "None do." And then we're just discussing Pokemon that are terrible. So then someone started a thread for like Pokemon they like and Pokemon they don't like, and so some people post in there. And then I think like Mitty was the first one to step in, or Trevor, and they just post a picture of like a Pokemon with like its nipples showing or whatever.
My
And
vote's
from
for
there-
Trevor because that's his style.
And from
Or
my,
was it
from
Mitty?
I think it was Mitty actually. He got rid of that photo since, but then from there it just went downhill. Like Trevor, Justin, and Mitty were going back and forth, just putting inappropriate pictures of Pokemon. And like what they put in that form itself isn't everything, because in the chat they were posting a lot more. that they didn't want to put on the forum.
Well, obviously.
Duh.
So there's like a Ditto with nipples, and I'm not okay with that.
God.
There's a Muck mounting something that, again, I'm not okay with that. There's a really fat Lugia. This is really just a. I think it sums it up very, very nice.
This sums up the internet pretty well, actually.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Pokemon.
This is why I feel like Pokemon's been raped over the years, like my childhood.
I think Zach kind of sums.
Because I actually seen some of those pictures before then.
Oh.
And I was like, what did they
my.
do? I was like, what did you do to my childhood? I discovered them by accident.
So you went to that part of the internet by accident, huh?
Pretty much, I was looking
Yeah.
at Pokemon, and then I just like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, what did you do?
There's
It
also this
I love-
picture of the cosplayer as Kingdra. That I don't know. That might be the most scary of all, actually. Honestly, I don't even know.
I didn't see that.
I think Zach's comment at 12:21 my time was, "The fuck is going on here?" And
I was like, what did you do to my childhood
ugh,
when I saw all those?
it's,
I
and
was
then
actually a big fan of the Pokemon anime series.
and then Justin randomly put in a picture of Christian Weston Chandler, and then I don't know what the Haunter's doing with that Nidoqueen. Like that looks like that's really painful for Nidoqueen, even though she seems to really be enjoying it. But, yeah, it's a terrible topic. It's awful and needs to go away. But that's not the Pokemon news we're talking about. That is an abomination topic, abominable topic.
Here's my personal thoughts. I
by the
say
time this
leave it
podcast-
and just say that's the Virtual Guild people.
By the time this podcast comes out, it's going to be deleted or something.
Yeah, it should get modded. It should be.
I
don't
think
know.
it should because that's just hilarious.
I don't know. It's something. I haven't really wrapped my mind around what exactly it is yet. So
I just think here's my thoughts. Like it's pretty much it happens in the Virtual Guild every day, so that's pretty much the Virtual Guild.
Yeah.
maybe the Virtual Guild should. No, that's a terrible idea. Forget I ever said anything. So,
Like, you agree with me, Zavin? Like this happens all the time.
Yes, it does. But this time they brought Hey Listen into the bunch.
hey, listen.
No,
So-
you listen.
Okay. So, anyways, actual Pokemon news. Mew 3 is a Pokemon, or Pokemon, or Pokemon. However you want to pronounce it, it's a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It's a Pokemans.
It's a Pokemon.
All right.
Pokemon.
Okay, we're gonna get some reactions here. Mew 3. I'm gonna post a picture of Mew 3 in the chat. Now I kind of already know.
Can you just do a link because it takes forever to put pictures up here?
Oh yeah, That's what it is gonna be, a link. It's gonna be a link to
Good.
Mew 3. Why he exists. I don't really know why, but it's a thing apparently.
Just tell me this before you post it up. It's not gonna be like
What?
Hello? Are you there?
What?
Are you there, son? Mr.
I think
Cage.
he cut out.
Kingdom Hearts boy. Kingdom Hearts boy. Kingdom Hearts boy, can you hear me? Kingdom Hearts boy!
Can I share my thoughts on it real quick?
Yes. What do you think about Mew 3?
Yes!
Oh, that was great.
I think it's.
I love The Price is Right, you know? So whenever any of the alternate gamers say, you know, I guess, hey, Bob, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love you. You know, I love it when they say that. You know, it makes me happy. So yeah, Mew 3 is a thing.
It's terrible.
Here's a good picture of him. Let's see if I can no,
I
okay.
keep saying I'm hoping that Mew 3 becomes like. So it's like one of those Pokemon that's complete garbage and it's so common, like a Pidgey. You can just find it
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
I think I said right after that, or
Like
like
a
the
Zubat.
the Zubats in Mount Moon.
Yeah. It's the complete garbage Pokemon where you just keep getting rid of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. You know, to be honest, I don't think it's the worst design I've ever seen.
Oh, it's not just, but the fact that they made it Mew 3 and so Mew 2, that whole concept.
It's kind of weird. I mean, like, of all the things, I thought they were going to announce a new type, maybe. Like, that was my thing. Oh, we lost Kingdom Hearts Boy. I'm adding him back in, by the way.
Okay.
I thought, maybe they were gonna. Maybe I think the thing that they were gonna try to do was like, do a new type, maybe. But nope, that's not what happened. I mean, maybe there'll be something they'll announce eventually, hopefully. I didn't think this was gonna be their big news. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent about it because I think his designs is okay. I think his feet are weird though.
He has a head tail.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm not really okay with his feet though. His feet look weird. Just that picture I showed. I mean, it's just odd, man. It's odd stuff. But I don't know. Some people actually have a suggestion that it could be just a form of Mewtwo. The forms system. I don't know.
Like an evolution, or
No, the forms Pokemon that have forms, like Kyurem, doesn't he have forms or something? Or I don't know. It was a Gen 4 thing where they had forms, Formes, forms. I don't know. Mew 3, it's weird. That's all I have to say.
Yep.
And Pegasus, all his reaction is just. What was
Mew
the reaction
3,
again?
why? Why?
I guess just because. So.
Yep.
just cause.
Just cause.
I guess it's pretty much because fuck you. That's why. There's the answer.
That's it. That's the one. That's it. That's the one. Parlay. We did mention pirates earlier in the episode, so I figured the Pirates of the Caribbean reference in there wouldn't hurt anyone. I don't know. I can't really get Kingdom Hearts Boy back though. I'm a little concerned.
Did he die or something?
We might have killed him. I think when he saw Mew 3,
He
because I think
fell
he
over
said
and
he'd
shot.
seen it before, but probably seeing it again probably like killed him. So he probably went face first on his computer, or into the monitor and knocked the monitor over, and so his computer died. So
The
yeah.
internet probably just failed though, but
So I can't get him back. So I'm trying. We'll keep you up to date on if we can get him back or not. So, but let's move along a little bit. Some more news. I get a lot of my news from the Operation Rainfall website, because since the success of getting Xenoblade and all the other two, Last Story, Pandora's Tower released, they've sort of turned into a kind of a niche games website, trying to get the little guys all heard, JRPGs, crazy wacky Japanese games, or games that kind of fall under people's radar. They're trying to get them more heard, I guess, or more publicity. So it's a really great site. I'm a fan of them on Facebook, so I get all their updates and things that they post, and it's really, really good. They do stuff with anime and things too. So yeah, it's really good. But they recently posted, and I think they might have gotten the original story from Silicon Era, but I don't really know where. But Suda51, who is crazy Japanese developer, Grasshopper Studios, has teased another game. His game Killer is Dead is coming out, I think, this summer. But already, this game hasn't even been released yet, and he's already teasing a new game. And I don't think it has a title. But the link is in our show notes. And he's got, apparently the protagonist is going to be a female, who you see in the teaser art.
Mm-hmm.
It's a typical Suda51 looking kind of thing. It's it looks like, I don't know, she's got lots and lots of something, ribbon. Yeah, she's got ribbon all over the place, and it's a suggestive image, like it's, I suppose that's typical of Japanese. And the artist actually was responsible for Fire Emblem Awakening. So, I loved the art on that game. Just the box art is awesome, and this art's really good too. I do have to say, it's pretty impressive. I really like this artist a lot. I'm definitely gonna have to look into more what he does, but Suda51 says that this is the first title to represent the rebirth of Grasshopper. So I don't really know what that means, really. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts about this? Or maybe I'm the only one excited about it.
I don't think I've ever played the Suda51 game. What games has he made again?
Killer 7.
Nope.
I think there was like some wacky DS game he helped make at one time. Looks like Kingdom Hearts Boys might be alive again. Did someone
Okay.
Resuscitation.
Is he back? Is he with us?
Resuscitation.
Are you there? Okay, I don't know where he is. He looks like he's here with us, but I can't hear him, so.
Oh, jeez.
He also did the No More Heroes games. Lollipop Chainsaw. Are any of these? Come on, you haven't played any of them? Okay. So, anyways, I guess I'm the only one excited about it. I don't know. I'm excited. That's all I can say. Are you there? Is he back with us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, my internet crapped out on me, so yet another reason why I think Always Online is a bad idea.
It's case in point right there. You know, it's
What happened?
pretty good.
It happens to everyone, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's hampered recording for us at times. I mean, just because we can't.
Yeah.
Alright, so what were we talking about?
I was just talking about Suda51's new game, and apparently I'm the only one excited about it because
Like I said, I've never played the Suda51 game.
I never played Suda 51 game, but I really wanted to because it just looks so weird. It's awesome.
that's pretty much why I love him. So his new game,
Like anything just weird and quirky, like I'm usually all up for.
and he fits
As
that.
long as it's well executed, of course.
He fits that bill definitely. So yeah, this is sort of an article sort of talking about his new game, and it doesn't really say much about it other than he says that it's going to be the rebirth of the studio Grasshopper manufacturer.
Grasshopper Studios? They
Yeah.
sound familiar.
Yeah, they made like Suda51 games, so Shadows of the Damned, Lollipop Chainsaw.
They made Shadows of the Damned?
I think they were partially involved in that. I know Suda51 had a hand in that at least. Let me look that up just to make sure. Shadows of the Damned. Yeah, that was a Grasshopper manufacturer game. Suda51 and Shinji Mikami worked together.
Actually, one game I've been interested in for a while now is Flower, Sun, and Rain for the DS by Suda 51.
Yeah, that's.
Wait,
Did that-
Flower, Sun, and Rain?
Now, did that get released? I'm trying to remember if that actually.
It was released on the PS1 and the DS.
Yeah.
To eBay.
Or to Amazon on my end.
Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Like Amazon.
Yeah, I've seen this. Around. I've just never. I don't really know anything about it though. Like, do you know what kind of game it is? Like game.
It seems more like an adventure. It's sort of like an adventure game / RPG, I think. Where basically you have to defuse a bomb. It's been a while, so I'm just guessing here. Like from what I remember. But yeah, here's like one of those, like same thing. If you like Suda 51 games, you enjoy this, even though it's a bit like dated.
Mm.
Like,
It was
really
on the
dated.
PS2 in
It looks
Japan.
terrible.
Oh, Contact is another Grasshopper manufacturer game.
I've
Contact?
been looking to get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I've been same here actually. I first heard that from one of Pete's videos.
Yeah, it's
I think let's
Atlas
even
published it.
talk about it.
Yes.
You mind I announce this one? You mind I announce something?
Did you
Or are
have
you done
some
yet?
news? Yeah,
Alright.
I'm pretty much done. Because as I said, I'm like the only one excited about this. So.
One game, actually two games I'm really excited for are, I don't know if you guys, basically, I know you heard of one of them, and I just told you the other one recently before the recording. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers for the 3DS, which is coming out like really soon on the 16th this month.
And that's a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off. Like,
Yeah, actually, there's a bit of a story on this. You know the Devil Summoner series for PS2?
I know I'm relatively familiar with them, not like super though. I don't really know too much about them.
Actually, those two games are 3 and 4 in Japan, actually, because the first two games never came out here on the Saturn. And the first two were Devil Summoner for the Sega Saturn, and Devil Summoner 2 Soul Hackers, which I hear is like a great game.
Hmm.
So it's a bit like the Final Fantasy fiasco back in the Super Nintendo era.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll get into that in games we'll be playing. But yeah, I've gotten sort of recently interested in Shin Megami Tensei related stuff.
I
So-
definitely recommend getting it because, well, usually most Mega 10 games usually tend to go up in price after a while.
Mm.
Some don't, but I generally say just get it, so, you know, why not, like, just in case.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember the Devil Summer games, the Raito Kuzunoha games, actually were, recently before they got reprinted, were, like, up to $80 to $100.
Oh wow. And how recent are those?
They were released, the first Devil Summoner was released a bit before Persona 4, and the second one was released after. So
Okay.
basically around 2007 or 6, 2009.
So. Oh wow.
Yeah, and
That's-
like Devil Summoner 2 just got repinned like a few days ago, actually.
Okay.
Well, at least the price gone down to like $30.
Man, there's too many games, too little time. I mean, Pandora's Tower is coming out the 16th of this month.
Yes.
Oh, so that's on
Um,
the same day then.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. So yeah, it's getting released on the 16th. I have that
I still got to
pre-ordered.
get the last story because just in case it gets rare like Xenoblade did, or at least go up in price.
Yeah, I just picked up the last store off eBay. Like, I bought it, the first print with the soundtrack and everything.
Okay, good job.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah,
like that, I wouldn't accept
Though
anything
unfortunately
less
I
than that.
really don't play my Wii, but these games might give me a good reason to just get the dust off it.
Oh, Xenoblade is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I know you were saying before we started recording that you don't have it, and that's really expensive now. You know, I probably wouldn't pay more than like 70 for it, but
I was thinking about more like
I'm a
$50,
cheapskate.
$60.
I'm a poor college student, so it's an excellent game, well worth your money.
Pretty much like a 15-year-old who doesn't have any like real funding, doesn't
Yeah.
have a job or anything. So yeah,
So I guess that's kind of hard too. But yeah, no, it's worth pretty much every penny you could put towards it. It's
here's some of the music, and it's just
wonderful game.
fantastic. Like I only listened to 2 songs, Unfinished Battle and To the Unfinished Battle, I think that was called, and To the Last Battle.
from the soundtrack.
Yeah.
My favorite track in the whole game is actually the it's like I think it's called Gower Plains or something. It's one of the first wide open areas you get to in the game, and it's just the environment music there is just so friggin' good.
Yeah, actually, I really enjoy like the concept of it, like where you're just basically. Actually, heard a bit more detail on it while I was listening to RP Gibberish before they went under, I think.
Mhm.
About Xenoblade, about basically where you're basically on these 2 giant like rock creatures or gods or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's
You're on the whole game takes place on their on the surface
Body.
of these beasts, yeah. So it's
Wait,
it's
is that a
interesting.
spoiler?
Huh? That's
Is
not
that a spoiler?
that's not a spoiler. You find that out like the beginning of the game.
Okay, because I haven't played it yet, so I'm
Okay.
just like,
It's
wait,
it's
2
okay.
seconds.
It's okay.
I haven't played
It's
it
not-
either, but
it's not
I
a
know that's
spoiler.
like the premise of the game.
because that happens like literally at the beginning of the game. You know that. So
Well, that could also sound like saying that you'd find out in the last 10 minutes of the game.
no, there's lots of other stuff that you find out that's a lot crazier than that. Trust me.
Let me link
So-
you to this in case you haven't listened to it because it's just freaking awesome. Unfinished Battle, one of my personal favorites.
It's a great soundtrack. Really is worth a listen. I mean, to me, I mean, I've obviously played it, so it's not a spoiler. But for me, a lot of the times I find like I'm kind of weird in that I love video game soundtracks so much. I almost find that listening to the soundtracks is almost like a spoiler in and of itself. So I try to stay away as much as possible from like soundtracks before.
Actually, I'm the opposite. I
Please.
just like listening to as much as I can. In fact, listening to some of the music actually convinced me to buy some games, actually,
Yeah, that actually did happen.
that I would have never bought otherwise.
That did actually happen with me with well, I mean, listening to the music got me a lot bigger into Final Fantasy than I ever was. Was just hearing some of the music in like the, the concert series that they have. That actually got me more interested in the franchise than I would have been otherwise. So.
That's still probably my biggest shame, never playing a Final Fantasy game.
Oh wow. Man.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's a bit of a lie. Like, I own Final Fantasy 2 on PSP, but obviously that's not a good one to start with.
No,
I think you just open Pandora's jar.
I'd say start with 4 if you can.
I was thinking about starting with like 7 or 4.
4 is I think 4 or 7 are good starts. I'd start with 4 personally. But 7's definitely a good starting place too. 6 is
The reason why I want
6 is a really good starting place as well.
I think I'll play, like, if I'm gonna go for the Super Nintendo ones, I would definitely play 4 before 6.
Yeah,
Because,
I'd say play 4.
I hear it's one of the best RPGs ever made.
4 is really good. Well, 4 is remade all the friggin' time, so.
I think I'm getting like the PSP version of that because it just has the most stuff in it.
Complete collection? Yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you're feeling up for a challenge though, I'd say get the DS one because that's the hardest version of the game.
I'll admit, I love a challenge.
It also has. Wait, was that Zavin?
It's harder than the Super Nintendo version?
Yeah, the Super Nintendo version actually got nerfed when they brought it here. It's a lot easier.
Because we were Americans.
Yeah, it's actually kind of easy from what I've heard, but
I actually despise easy RPGs because I don't see the point.
Okay, well, Final Fantasy IV for the DS it's pretty hard. there are
what
times.
About the PSP version? Like, is it like any harder than the Super Nintendo version?
I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it, other than I was kind of interested in it because it came with the After Years and a new interlude. So, yeah, I don't know.
You guys, I personally say get Final Fantasy IV for the PSP because that just has the most content. Like, same thing with like Devil Survivor on 3DS, just more content if you haven't played it.
Yeah, but if you want voice-acted cutscenes, get it for the DS. But I mean, that doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't.
I say get both because they seem different enough to warrant the purchase.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I liked 4 for the DS a lot. I know some people want to stick with the 2D thing, so go with the complete collection on the PSP. You know what?
But while we're on Final Fantasy, I need to ask you, how much is Final Fantasy 3 worth nowadays on DS, complete copy?
Like $20, I think. You could probably get it for 20 new.
Yeah, because I saw it at Kmart for like $20. I wonder if that was a good deal or not.
I'd say that's about average going price for it. I think I picked it up.
Kmart?
What?
You still have a Kmart near you?
I have a Kmart right next to me, like not even a block away, like down this, like just right next to me.
One near me closed.
But they have a terrible pricing. They have terrible pricing for games. Like once in a while, I find like a decent deal. Like I got Golden Sun, Dark Dawn for $15, I think.
There was a period of time. It was probably like a year or two after Final Fantasy IV for the DS actually came out. And I was looking around for it everywhere, and I couldn't find it in one place. GameStop didn't have it. Walmart didn't have it. No place had it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give Kmart a whirl, just see what they got. They were the only place in my area that had it, and it was so freaking weird. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back here from now on and see if they have any other gems. I haven't been able to find anything else there, like ever since then.
Yeah, the only game I really bought from them was Golden Sun, Dark Dawn.
Oh, that's a good game.
$15, I think that was a decent deal.
That's a good game. Yeah, it is a good deal. Yeah, I mean, I was just weird though. I was weirded out why couldn't figure out why.
Here's the thing, like they have a
Kmart.
Here's the thing, I found it while on their what was it? What was that called? I forget. Like my brain's just dripping out right now. You know that place where they just put all those games in like one bin or something?
Mm-hmm.
Bargain bins?
Bargain bins,
yeah. Bargain bins, yeah.
Bargain bin deal.
Yeah, something like that. Actually, clearance, yeah. They put other games in their clearance, even though some of them are still kind of expensive, like $30.
$30 clearance? It's not really that much of a clearance.
Normally 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the reason why they're pricing it sort of like they charge some games like Driver of San Francisco still for $60.
What?
What?
I am not kidding.
That's ridiculous.
GameStop does stuff like that. I mean, they still charge $40 for Tales of Vesperia.
You know, that actually, I saw that go down in price and then go up again at GameStop.
I'm a bit bummed that we never got the PS3 version of Vesperia because I just really like playing RPGs on like my PS2/PS3.
Yeah, and they had extra story and another character on the PS3 version, so.
Yep.
There you go.
Though on the bright side, at least we got Eternal Sonata for PS3, which I hear is like really good, like the unique battle system where it uses shadows and stuff.
Now I know the Star Ocean game for the PS3 had more content than the 360 version as well.
Also, that Japanese. Also, you can do switch between like the English, which I think website here is terrible, and it kind of is from what I've seen, and the original Japanese version with subtitles.
Which is a real shame, because usually Square Enix does a pretty good job getting good voice actors, but I guess they're like, it's Star Ocean, whatever.
I actually still want to get the Star Ocean games for PSP, actually, because I really like action RPGs.
Yeah, I liked what little I played of Star Ocean. Well, I didn't play a little bit of it. I played like 15 hours, 20 hours of Second Story for the PS1, but it was enjoyable. I
stick at the ones on PSP because they're really dirt cheap nowadays. You can get them for like $5 each.
When I get a PSP, I will look into that. I mean,
PSP is like everything on the PSP is like dirt cheap now.
I know, it's the perfect time. I've been watching Metal Jesus' videos, and I just like, man, I need a PSP so bad.
I think I'm one of the few people who still thinks the PSP, even back then, was an awesome system, but no one really appreciated it.
I can totally appreciate it now, though. Man, so many great games on that system.
Yeah, and I own one, but I don't own that many games for it, so I'm just like...
Granted, there are a lot of ports, but they also have some games like Star Ocean, First Departure, which never made it to the States before. So it's like that perfect system for like role-playing games, that sort of thing.
I played a fan translation of that, and that was... I didn't get far into it, but it was pretty good.
Speaking of fan translations, anyone excited for the fan translation for Valkyria Chronicles 3?
I didn't hear that was a thing. Are they not?
That actually is a thing. They're halfway through, I think, right now.
Are they not gonna port it over here?
No, they're never gonna port it because it's for PSP, and the PSP is kind of dead now.
Oh yeah, they're doing the same thing for Type 0, I think, Final Fantasy. But there's been rumored that they might actually release that digitally on the Vita. So.
What is Type 0 about anyway?
Final Fantasy Type 0, we're getting all off topic here, but that's fine. Final Fantasy Type 0 was a, because I like talking about PSP, surprisingly, even though I'd never have owned one. The Type 0 was originally announced back in 2006. It was called Final Fantasy Agito 13, because it was part of their 13 sort of saga, their universe, Fabula Nova Crystallis. They were all sort of based around the same.
Wait, 13 came out in 2006?
No, it was announced in 2006, alongside of Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy Versus 13. It originally was known as Agito 13, and then it was renamed later, much later on in development. It was called Type 0. It was released in 2011, I think, in Japan on 2 UMDs. They pushed...
I don't think I've ever really seen, with the exception of Trails in the Sky, any games with 2 UMDs in one game.
Yeah, they pushed the limits of the system, even more so than Birth by Sleep did. They were pumping out if you look at...
I still stand by Birth by Sleep being one of the best looking games. Like, in 3D.
Oh, definitely. But they really were pushing the system with Type 0 still too. You just look at some of the
3D or 2D?
Some of the... Wait, what was that?
What engine is it? 3D or 2D?
It was 3D.
Okay.
It's just very impressive what they were able to do with it. And a lot of the game was, it was very heavily voice acted. And there was, Square Enix releases, Ultimania Omega, which are kind of like their art book and sort of overview of the mythology and stuff and whatever game they're releasing. They have one for pretty much every one of their Final Fantasy games after 7. They in the Ultimania Omega for Type 0, they had mentioned in like an interview near the back that they were working on a localization but nothing has been heard of that since that one sort of statement in there. And since the PSP is pretty much dead, there's really not much going on that front from what people can tell. But and I've talked about this on the podcast like a couple of times, but Project Crystalis is a fan movement that's trying to get more information released about Final Fantasy Versus 13 and this Type 0 game. I guess Type 0 is, I think what people have said is the battle system's a little bit similar to, I think Crisis Core, but I might be wrong about that.
With the slot machine?
I don't really know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's like what exactly the battle system is really. I know it's sort of based on the Final Fantasy 13 sort of mythos. So there's l'Cie and Focuses and Fal'Cie and stuff like that. But it's in a completely different universe. It's a more fantasy-oriented universe. I think there's 13 different character classes or something that are all, different Roman numerals. So there's like a 1, a 2, a 3, and they're all different characters that you play as, and they all have different roles and things that they do. Like there's like ninjas and thieves and stuff like that. I don't really know.
So basically like the job system.
Yeah, I think it's kind of taken. I think that is sort of a thing. But I don't know. It's very interesting to me because I've tried to look up information about this game, but it's really hard to actually get some solid information on it, just because it's never really been translated. Or I mean, nobody's. I don't know.
There's very little news on the translation.
Hmm?
There's very little news on the translation, right?
Well, yeah, there's little news on the translation, but it seems to me that like people haven't even really imported this game or played it English people haven't even played it that much. So, like I've been to the Final Fantasy wiki and I haven't really like done tons of stuff because I don't want to spoil myself on the game accidentally. But as far as I know, there's a surprisingly little amount of information about this game here in the States. So. I don't know. It's really interesting. I really hope somehow it gets released here in some form or another. There is a fan translation working on it, even though that's kind of encouraging. It would encourage piracy because the translation would essentially require you to get an illegal copy of the game.
I don't know. Like personally, if I ever learned Japanese, I was actually thinking of doing translations for video games because it seems pretty interesting. Like getting out games that you never really got in the States, or helping get those games into the States, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're coming from a good place, but the way that they're sort of going about it is download a copy of the game from our website and then put the patch on it. It isn't buy a copy of the game. It's sort of encouraging this. It's a game that's pretty recent for one thing. And to encourage.
But I think it's just because again the PSP is dead, and there's very little chance it is going to get translated.
Well,
the same thing about Valkyria Chronicles 3.
But the thing is that, as long the thing Project Crystalis is trying to sort of get, a possibility about like maybe they could do a PSN sort of thing, do an HD remaster of this game because the game's good looking enough for them to warrant something like that. Or do it like a digital release on the Vita maybe, and do the same sort of thing. Do like an HD remaster for the Vita.
Oh, great! Awesome! I get another reason to get a Vita. It wasn't enough.
Right. These are possibilities, and I think those are the sort of possibilities of like, look, you can localize this and bring it here because people will buy it if you do that. It's less cost efficient for you in that regard. I mean, sure, you have to do localization costs and things, but you don't have to worry about
piracy.
Yeah, that kind of thing, and that'll sort of quell the, problem with piracy and things. So, I don't know.
What I think is that more people need to like get into the translation scene. Personally, like, there's got to be an interest, sort of like some of these more quirky RPGs, because I still think there is a fan base for them. I don't know how big personally, because I know a lot of people just don't like those type of games.
I don't know. Look how well Ni no Kuni sold. Or look at how well The Last Story sold.
But yeah, I just think more people just need to get into the translation scene, actually. But it's pretty difficult because you have to learn pretty good Japanese, I think.
You have to know Japanese.
Yeah.
You have to know Japanese. You have to know how to like code or whatever and switch that out.
I don't know how many people actually look into the translation scene. Do you?
I mean, it differs for the game, really. Because they're all fan translations, so there are people who are like, "Hey, I'm interested in this game. I know Japanese and I know how to code." So, but like those three, coinciding are, can be hard to do, kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of other JRPGs, though, there's been rumored that Bravely Default Flying Fairy is going to be localized.
Oh, what's that?
It's a 3DS game that kind of looks. It has like a similar art style to the Four Heroes of Light game that came out for the DS.
So basically like a storybook sort of thing?
Yeah, kinda. It has sort of like a sort of similar art style to that, I guess you
I
could
still
say.
need to look up Four Heroes of
Um,
Light because I hear it's really good. Although you need like a guide to freaking play the damn game.
Yeah, they made it super old school. But yeah, so it's a Square Enix RPG. Most of the game is sort of it says here. I'm reading. I'm reading the Final Fantasy wiki thing. Bravely Default Flying Fairy is the successor of Final Fantasy: The Four Heroes of Light, a Gaiden or spin-off of the main Final Fantasy series. It is released for the Nintendo 3DS console in Japan. Character design is done by blah 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 blah. Though the game has an original title, it's considered a spiritual successor of The Four Heroes of Light. Um, so yeah, the game, the art style is just absolutely beautiful for one thing, and most of the game is fully voiced. Which for a portable game isn't really typical. And I think
But with these new systems coming out, like with the 3DS and the Vita,
it's good that they're starting to do that now. But I think there was a worry for a while, or nervousness for a while that it wouldn't be, sort of just because of localization can be a daunting thing sometimes for.
I don't know,
But
sometimes I feel text actually suits some RPGs better because I feel better no voice acting than bad voice acting.
did you fall into a bottle?
What?
Yeah. Oh, you just sort of like I don't know. All of a sudden, it got really faint.
How about now?
Yeah, it's good.
There we go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
not
blame my laptop mic.
okay. Because all of a sudden it was like, did you fall in? Like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. So
But sometimes I feel like it's better to have just text instead of bad voice acting. At least look at Star Ocean.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of the time, I can stomach a lot more than what people can. Other
It's
people
fun to
can.
laugh at the bad voice acting sometimes if it's really that terrible.
But yeah, most aren't though. Nothing. There's not much that's something of the night quality. Although there was, that'd be awesome.
Or what was it? There was a PS2 game, Chaos something.
Chaos Field.
Chaos something. I don't remember what it was called, but it was amazing. It was artfully bad. It was so good.
It was so bad it was good.
It was so bad it was good. It literally sounded like the people. I think they were people who were related to the localization team. They just sort of brought in and were like, hey, come in and just say this line, and they just sort of said it once without even thinking about it, and then they used
Chaos Legion?
No, I don't think
Chaos Sphere.
Chaos something.
Chaos Wars?
Chaos Wars, I think that's it. Yeah.
I'm just looking through a list of games that have the word chaos in it.
I think
I was just guessing.
It might be Chaos Wars. I don't know. Terrible, horrible voice acting. I don't know. It's funny, but
You mind I do a topic now? Because we want to say something.
okay. Well, what's that? What do you want to say?
It's a bit off topic, like back to the PSP, but what are your thoughts on the PSP anyway? Do you think it reached the potential it had, or do you think it could have gone even higher in its lifespan?
I don't know.
I know the overall goal at the first place, was to show that hey, we could do all these mature titles, but then just evolve into this sort of mass awesome place for RPGs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's what I look at the PSP for, as this great system for RPGs. Sorry, you go now.
Yeah, no. Oh, I feel like I've been talking for a while. I don't know, Nick. What do you think? Peggy.
The PSP, I think it did. There was definitely a lot of great games made for the system. I think it is one of the greatest handhelds ever released. It's
Like, I
just
know
one
it
of
had
those
some.
things.
Oh,
Huh?
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I know it had some problems. Like, I know there was like a big problem with piracy. I think with all the hacking.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that I don't have a one thumbstick now.
Mhm. Hello.
Hello? You
Did he
there?
die again?
Did he die
Again?
again?
Again.
Okay, okay, ask anyone?
Yeah, he did. Oh, dang it. Well, he crapped out again. Or his internet crapped out.
He's pulling
Maybe
an
he
okay
crapped out this time. I don't know. Poor guy.
Okay, has died twice. Yeah.
I mean, the PSP. I don't know. Zalvin, what do you think about it?
Well, I think like it was marketed for one thing, but then they just like completely abandoned it and let like a lot of like developers just release RPGs on it and other stuff that really no one heard about unless you looked for. Because it's like in school I never knew anyone that had a PSP, and the few people I did know only played Madden or something on it. So I mean,
Right.
like,
Mm.
I felt the system itself is really good. Just what they did to show it off was terrible. Like, oh, you can play Madden on the go or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first time I ever played a PSP. It was a cousin of mine had it, and he's like, "Here, like, here's a PSP. You can play it." And I was like, "Okay, this thing feels really, really strange." For one thing, in my hand, it was kind of awkward. I'd never really held a PlayStation controller before, and this was just, I thought the screen was a really nice size. It was really, really quite
Okay,
nice
that was a
for
major joke
screen.
right there.
Oh, you're back. There you are.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it's this, yeah. As I was saying about with the screen, yeah, it has it gets scratched easily, which is always a problem with something besides like a clamshell design. But
Yeah,
I thought it was really nice looking.
yeah. I thought it was a crisp, nice kind of screen. I think it was a 1000 that he had probably. I feel like it was pretty early on in its lifespan. So.
Yeah.
I had it, and it was just like a baseball game. Like, I don't remember MLB, whatever. I don't even know what it was.
MLB The Show.
I have no idea. I can't remember. It was back in 2005, 2006 when Blasted System came out. I don't remember what it was playing, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was just like, the graphics on this are okay.
I actually
But
don't know
at
too
this,
much
but
about the launch.
at the same time, it's like, okay, it's just a handheld. But like, I want to play a console game, I'll play it on my console. Like,
Yeah.
and I never really heard anyone else that had it. That was like the one time I saw it, and I was like, okay, I wasn't really that impressed by it. I thought it was okay, but I was a Nintendo person at the time, and a Nintendo only kind of person. So
Yeah, I'm basically the opposite. I'm like a Sony guy, pretty much ever since the PS2, and I still am kind of.
and I just thought the DS was a much cooler concept, much cooler system. And I was more enamored by the marketing in the games that they had on the DS. So
That's actually another shame of mine. I'll admit I did not actually like the DS all that much when it came out. I fell into that trap, like it was
trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Basically, like how the DS didn't have that much games that I was interested in personally, and I thought the dual screen was kind of weird. Like I wasn't used to it, so I sort of went more towards the PSP. And besides, there's a Dragon Ball Z game on there that I really, really wanted.
You get swayed by the Dragon Balls. They got you. Yeah, I don't know.
It's still a good fighting game. I gotta admit, like for the PSP, I thought it was really good. Shin Budokai.
I think it's the same problem that Sony's facing with the Vita right now, and I think that's just they
Doesn't have an identity.
Yeah, they don't know the identity. It doesn't have an identity. They don't really know how to market the system that well. I don't think
I still go for like being that quirky, like that handheld with like all these great massive RPGs. I still vote for that because that's where I think the PSP's greatest strength was its RPG lineup.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is that they didn't ever really. I mean, they didn't market it. I mean, well, they can't really market it much for that, I suppose. That's kind of a niche thing, but.
I think it'd be a better idea than just having a loss of identity still.
Yeah, I mean, didn't have an identity, I don't think. I mean, I actually saw commercials for the PSP though, which I've never seen for the Vita. Um, I saw some commercials for it. Mainly, it was just for like sports games and stuff though. So,
That's the thing. Like, I don't think it's not going to reach all that well if it does that, because I don't think a lot of people would be interested in playing a handheld for sports games. Because look at like the consoles out nowadays, with like the 360 or the PS3 or now the PS4.
right.
Like, if people want to play sports games, let's play it on that. Because for them, the graphics and the just look of the system and the feel of it do matter.
Mm,
As in sports games, because they like how it feels, how it plays.
right.
Because a lot of my family do play sports games a lot, and I've learned from that,
Mm.
like just what they want from it.
No, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I think, I think the PSP just ran into that problem. They
Loss of identity, pretty much.
Yep, loss of identity. They didn't really know how to market it, so they just kind of let it. They let what Zavin said. They just sort of let developers have at it, and they didn't really market it all that much.
I think what came out of the PSP was still a good thing.
Oh no,
because,
definitely. I totally agree with you.
They're also still coming out with games for it, though.
Sort of.
Oh, they are?
Sort of.
Which ones?
Well, I know Class of Heroes 2 is coming out still.
When is that coming out? Because I really want to get the physical
They haven't
copy,
announced
like,
it. Yeah, but they have an announcement, but the physical copy one is going to be extremely limited, so...
Yeah,
as soon
but
as
where can I
pre-orders
get,
go up-
because, as soon as that comes out, I'm buying that.
Here, I'll link it in the chat.
Isn't there I feel like there's another visual novel that they're going to be releasing for the PSP sometime soon? Kind of like that Haku Oki one that Pete had talked about on All Drink Gamers.
The Phantom Blossom one?
Yeah, and I feel like there's going to be another. I feel like I heard an announcement for another visual novel that's like in the same sort of
Did
vein.
you serve a sequel or interlude to that?
It was something like that. Yeah, that was going to be released here, but I
It
might.
actually is released here. Well, at least the sequel or interlude to that, the Phantom Blossom game.
Okay, so maybe Class of Heroes.
One
2.
game I really wanted on the PSP that they haven't released in America was Fate Extra CCC. The sort of remake or something to Fate Extra, which looks really nice because I'm a big Type Moon fan.
See, so if they're still releasing this Class of Heroes, they should totally still release Type Zero. That's what I'm saying.
I actually still need to get the original Class of Heroes. I hear it was like a really good
same.
game, Darkspire, which I really like.
But with Class of Heroes, there's two variations of it, as if you clicked on the link you'd see, two different artworks, and like one of them, it's only if you supported a Kickstarter they had, which failed, you'd be allowed to get that version, and then one that the other people get.
How big was the Kickstarter, though? Like, because depending on how much it is, it usually fails.
Well, it failed miserably.
Like, how much was the price? Like, 900,000, like 2 million?
I don't know. I think they might have a link somewhere on the website, but yeah, so like, not only is the game going to be limited, but there's going to be the even limited, that's not even a word, but I'm using it, limited one of that.
Limiteder.
Rare. Rare is the right word for it.
Yeah, but that word has too many R's in it.
Rarer. Well, like Rareware. That's a weird company to say the name.
Rare sucks.
Yeah.
Well, no.
How dare you?
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
But that's not...
Okay, that's not... They were, like, kind of forced into making that game.
They were they were tied up in a closet and like saying, make this game or we will steal your first son or something like that. That wasn't the real
It's always son. Why not daughter? Like the second daughter or something.
Because you would care about the son, because that would carry on the name, or the daughter is more or less something that would be given away.
Oh, great. You just remind me of my family all over again.
So moving on.
So I just wanted to last sort of niche game that I wanted to mention. Tales of Xillia is got a release date as well. It's August 6th of this year, so that's a thing. So if you're a Tales fan like me, even though I don't have a PS3, I'm still kind of excited for it. You know, the fact that we're getting another Tales game.
Actually,
and
what was your guys' first Tales game anyway?
Symphonia.
Vesperia.
I've never played a Tales game, so...
So you're in my band club then?
Get Vesperia. It's good.
Vesperia is really good. Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, my 3 games I'm thinking of getting is Vesperia, Abyss for 3DS, or Symphonia.
Yeah, I own Abyss on a 3DS.
Symphonia's. Zaman, have you played Symphonia?
I haven't, unfortunately.
I think
Yeah, I know
it's going to
Symphonia
be-
is like a 2D. It's 2D compared to like the more 3D ones
It's-
of Vesperia and Abyss.
Yeah, well, there's no free run option, so I think it's going to be really hard for you to get back into that, Zaman.
Eh.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't be, but
It's going up in price. So
it is going up in price. I'd get it as sooner rather than later if you can. It's
What, Symphonia?
yeah, it's an excellent game. It really is.
Actually, there are actually a lot of RPGs I still need to get into, like the E series.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to get into these
same.
too.
So many games, not enough time, so much money.
And I know,
What's the other
man.
one? Trails in the Sky.
I'm the
Yeah.
same way. And now
Every
I was gonna say now I'm getting into Shin Megami Tensei, which is like a whole nother box right there. That's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, actually, I don't think I told you my mini goal yet, any of you guys, but
what's
my
that?
sort of goal is to get every single Shin Megami Tensei game released in America.
That'll be a
So
Have fun- have
sort
fun
of a
with the
mini version of
PS1.
TVN Lust thing, but his is even crazier. Like, he wants to collect every single one outside of just not just America, but every single one released.
yeah. What was
have
that?
fun
Simon?
with, have fun with the PS1 ones.
Oh yeah, I hear the PS1 ones are pretty expensive. But I think there's one released on the Virtual Boy, but I don't know if that counts as a Shin Megami Tensei game.
Was that a Jack Bros?
Jack Rose.
Yeah,
That's a Shin Megami Tensei game.
it's an Atlas game.
Atlas
Oh.
game, and it has Jack Frost in it, but I don't know if it counts though.
I don't know. It will count. It counts if you want it to count, I guess.
I don't think I want to count because, again, I don't really want to collect for the Virtual Boy.
I do, but I've been trying
Me
to
too.
track down one. So, like, in my birthday's in a month from today, actually, and I've been debating what I want to get, and I'm like
So's
going
mine,
up to
actually.
May 7th.
Mine's May 17th.
Oh. But yeah, so I've been debating whether I want to get a Virtual Boy or a TurboGrafx.
TurboGrafx.
Do it. Yeah.
Or PC Engine.
Or a Virtual Boy. No.
Like,
Oh,
what do you
no.
think? What do you think you should get? A TurboGrafx or a PC Engine? Because I know the PC Engine has like a big import scene there.
Yeah, but I want to get the PC Engine Duo, basically because it's cheaper than the TurboGrafx Duo, and it can play the American CD games as well as the Japanese, and the PC Engine just Hue cards.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
like-
What about the American
and
TurboGrafx 2 cards?
It doesn't play those, but that's why getting a regular TurboGrafx will work. But I mean, the American Turbo Duos go up like in working condition, like $250, $300, and and the CD drives break a lot. The PC Engine ones are more reliable, and like they'll maybe like 150, 200, which it's still a
But,
lot.
actually, I need to actually this before you even think about collecting for that. Do you have Runwell Blood for PSP or downloaded?
No, I
Yes, it
don't.
is. Alright, because the PC Engine one is, I think, really expensive, like $100, $200 or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've been trying to track down the PSP one.
I actually got the PSP one, Dracula X Chronicles. I think it's disc only, the one I got. But yeah, it's really good. Like, I really love Rondo of Blood. It's actually my first Castlevania game.
Alright, I just want to input something completely random here. This whole time I've been playing Kadour Sojo, basically.
You
and,
have been?
Yeah, that's why I've kind of been silent at some points in time, because I'm just paying attention to this. I just got the bad Act 1 ending, and I see your profile image for Skype right
Isn't
now.
it great? Isn't Bad Act 1 awesome? It's like the most depressing thing and the funniest thing in the same time.
Actually, I should actually start Valkyria Chronicles now.
It's awesome.
I
love
should
it.
actually.
I don't know.
It's love. How
Bad Act-
to Valkyria Chronicles.
Okay, well, we're going to move to a next segment because we've been on news for like an hour and a half. And we didn't even do
Yeah.
like, it was like kind of just news.
Well, news is
Pegasus was like, yeah, let's get out of this.
I don't think, has Pegasus said anything?
No,
No,
by the way, I want to ask one thing before you guys go to the next segment. Do
what
any of you own a
now?
Vita?
What
Do
was
any
it?
of you own a PS Vita?
I don't
No.
know Vita, no.
Are you planning on getting one? Like, what games are you interested for it?
Mine
Gravity Rush
too,
would be about the only one I'm interested in.
Mine Zero, definitely. I agree with Zavin. It's sort of like a Persona
It's
clone,
a
so if you
Persona
like,
clone.
if you like that, then get that. Then
Wait, what was the game?
Mine Zero.
Well,
Mine's
they haven't announced it for the US yet,
Oh, okay.
I don't think. But it's a Persona clone, so.
Well, I don't think a lot of games copy Persona, well, except Fate Zero, so at least not in terms of style and tone, which Fate Zero did not. I mean, Fate Extra. So I say get it if you're interested. Like, personally, I'm going to buy a Vita for that game.
I've got so many different system priorities before that, though. I need to get a PS3, I need to get PSP, and I need a 3DS. 3DS.
I got all those, so I don't have that priority.
Yeah, we'll just rub it in.
Yeah.
Rub it in.
Actually, there are not a lot of
Salt
systems I really want.
Salt in the wound, okay? All right, we're going to questions. We're going to do questions now.
Who submitted these questions?
Gee, I wonder, Zavin. I wonder who submitted these questions. These are
So basically, Nara did.
these are submit. What? I don't even know if Nara listens to us.
He was banned from the forums.
Yes, I know he was banned from the forums, but I don't.
Who? Wait, he was banned now?
A while, but
Like a month ago, probably.
it was
Huh.
a couple months ago, I think.
I don't know.
Talk
What
about-
it was entertaining.
I was actually surprised he wasn't banned earlier because of the way he was.
Well, he got banned. But anyways, Nick, would you like to read the first question that I have in there?
Okay.
It's fun. I'll just say that. This is submitted by Zavin1718, and
He's in here, actually.
he is. Oh, he's here with us. Okay, all right.
You can just have him ask it, you know.
Well, he just said he's BRBing right now, so
Oh.
we're not gonna. Besides, we kind of want him to I don't know, whatever. Pegasus,
All right.
if you would please.
Here we go. Your crazy uncle somehow transports you to a deserted island, but he has also transported your entire game room. You start walking, wondering what the heck is happening, then all of a sudden a hologram appears. It's your uncle saying, insert coin name here, I'm sorry this happened to you, watch your back. Of the items you brought with you, if you dispose of them, then all existing copies of them of that item will also disappear. Be careful, you ponder on that when out of nowhere.
This is the best part.
Oh man, let me get a straight face here. A giant gorilla attacks you. The only way to take him down is to throw 5 of your games at him, knowing when they hit him, all existing copies of that game will disappear, including the thrown one. What 5 games do you throw at the gorilla?
Here's my question. Do any of you own Superman 64? Because that needs to die.
I'm sorry,
No.
I don't own that.
Oh,
I'm back.
I have to throw 5 games at this gorilla
this is
to
great.
get him to kill the gorilla.
Alright, here's my picks. Final Fantasy II, so the PSP. Because I still think that needs to die a bit.
Aw. I don't mind Final Fantasy 2.
Let me see. Lego Indiana Jones and the Kung Fu Panda bundle.
Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda bundle?
Yeah.
So then that technically counts as 2 then, so you need 2 more.
Tiger Woods, I think it's 2010, and Digimon World 4 because that needs to die badly. So that was
Awesome.
easy.
Okay, that was pretty great. Okay.
If
Wait,
only had
okay,
Superman
now my question
64,
is-
I just pick all.
Which uncle of mine? Now this is my question. Which one of my
What?
uncles is randomly
uncle-
The
Have
crazy
you-
one.
Oh, my crazy uncle. Okay.
Well, I've put the word uncle in like every question. Your uncle invented this. Your uncle did this.
Why is my uncle doing all this stuff? I didn't know my uncle was this
Michael's womanizer, not a genius.
Yeah.
dastardly. He's an
God.
evil genius. I didn't even know. It's the best thing. And apparently he likes transporting me to a deserted island with a giant gorilla. This would make for entertaining TV. I have to say that.
I made this in January.
I
know
still
you
vote for
did.
the Game
Okay.
Chasers going on TV first.
The Game Chasers really do need to get on TV. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be awesome. But
They just need the budget.
let's see. What would I throw?
Kenji's drunk.
Just
You're-
throw away all your bad games because those do need to die.
Okay, so I can think of a few. Okay. So I'm gonna throw to him Tiger Woods PGA Tour '06. I'm gonna throw.
Just do your sports games, because that's too easy. I mean,
Yeah. Well, okay, that's like one of the only sports games that I would want to get rid of though. So
Really?
I'd throw that. Yeah, I have MVP Baseball 2004, and that was a good year because I'm a Red Sox fan. So I want to keep that just for you know that and the fact that MVP Baseball games there were only two of them made. So '04 and '05 before the license ran out or something. I don't
What
even know.
just happened?
What do you mean? What just happened?
In Kettle Soju, he just like Harseal just like the screen went red and he fell over or something.
You fell off the roof.
Oh, so he did die.
Yeah, you died.
What?
Spoiler alert! Bad act ending. Act 1 ending, you die in Katawa Shoujo. There you go.
This is amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the best and most depressing thing ever at the same time.
I thought I read it wrong. I'm like, wait, did he just fall over or did he fall off the building?
Yeah, you fell off the building. Anyways, so yeah, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2006, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the game. That game is awful. The game was just terrible. It was like a Lord of the Rings game ripoff, but it was bad. It was a terrible game. Man, I kind of wish I hadn't sold these or gotten rid of these now. But I would, if I still owned them, I would put on the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring game for the Game Boy
Really?
Advance.
really?
The Fellowship of the Ring game for the
The
Game Boy
RPG?
Advance?
The
That game is terrible.
Oh, I thought you meant GameCube, like the RPG.
Oh, no. I mean,
That's a good one.
I mean the RPG for the Game Boy Advance. That was
Oh, I never
broken.
played that one then.
It was a glitch fest. You couldn't beat the game. It was terrible.
I thought you were talking about like the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, or something like on the GameCube or something,
No.
or PS2, the RPG.
No, Game Boy Advance RPG. It was awful. It was terrible. Horrendous. Piece of garbage. I would put that on there, and I also would put Bionicle, but as I don't own the Bionicle the game for the GameCube, because that game was literally, I beat the whole game in like a half hour.
Was it a good one though, or just crap?
Nah, it was pretty generic. However, as I don't own those, so I'm still down to, I can't put those down. So okay, let's see.
Here's my question.
Chronicles of Narnia and Tiger Woods, so those are there. I'm trying to think of some N64 games that we have that.
Superman 64.
No, I don't have that. Unfortunately. So,
If you did, you would, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. I
wouldn't.
throw that at it. Yeah.
Do you have ET on the 2600?
I don't own a 2600.
Pac-Man?
I
Better
don't.
yet, yeah, do you have Pac-Man?
No,
I do.
I don't have a 2600.
Do you have
I
any
don't-
of those bad NES? Do you have any like bad NES games?
No, I don't. I don't own anything before a Super Nintendo.
Imagine if someone here just picked Chrono Trigger. How pissed would you be?
I would kill them.
Alright, so
I would-
I'll go. So my turn. I'll pick Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on the Super Nintendo.
You're killing it. Like this is painful. This is painful. to hear.
Illusion of Gaia on the
What
Super
are you
Nintendo.
doing?
Oh, that's a good one.
And
Let me guess. Next, you're gonna throw Terranigma in there too.
Oh, I don't
You
own
just
that.
did.
I'm gonna say what next? Super Punch Out.
Okay, now you're okay. Where's that stupid hang up button?
Yeah,
Where is it?
we're kicking him. No, I'm kidding.
So basically, Nick just did a Michael Cole facepalm.
Yes! 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 There's a little Daniel Bryan reference right there for you.
you're killing me, Zavin. Okay. Oh, okay. I know. I do. There's another sports game. FIFA 98, I think it was. We own FIFA 98 for the N64. So that one goes on the list. So there's 3. Let's see. Mega Man X3. No, I would never do that.
No,
That
Mega
game's
Man
like
X8.
$150.
Mega Man X8 is great. I don't care what anyone says about that. That game is
Wait.
great.
That was random. Was that the turn-based RPG? Because I was just
No,
Googling
that's
it.
that's Command Mission.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought one of the X games was like a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, it was Mega Man X Command Mission.
Yeah, because I remember renting that, and I was like stuck on this one boss where he had like this true form.
I don't know. I didn't get far into it. It's good. It was okay though. If I owned X7, I would throw that at it. That game's terrible. Let's see.
I like Mega Man 2.
What? Those are fighting words right there.
Oh, gee.
No, just
Alright,
imagine
let's
how
do
many
Mega
people
Man.
want you dead because of it, like especially Rob Man.
Alright, let me throw some more games. Mega Man 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Persona 4,
What?
Yeah, what are you doing? Get back.
Final Fantasy
If you do Persona
13.
3, I'm gonna
Get
say
back, you fiend. Get
For
back.
those that listen to Rad Rascals, this is what Zavin does. He consistently trolls Andy about.
Oh, I forgot God Hand. God Hand.
God Hand and let me guess. Fallout
Neo.
1 2.
let me guess, A Link to the Past.
Neo Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, here we go.
Near?
Oh my gosh, you're off.
Did you just say near?
He did
Yep.
say near.
I'm amazed Andy
fighting.
hasn't sent Rascal to scratch her eyes out yet.
Probably did. He probably is right now listening to this.
I know Andy usually doesn't listen to the podcast, but I think Ben does, so he's gonna end up.
He's gonna tell Andy and then.
Yeah, tell him.
What?
Yeah, and then Zavin's in trouble. So watch out for Rascalia's cat.
Mm.
And now I'm playing Ohana Beach 2 and Valkyria Chronicles, which is really weird.
Okay, wait. Let me think.
Super Mario 64.
What is wrong with you? That's like one of my
What?
favorite games of all time, right there, and he hates it. Zavin does not like that game. I
Well,
don't-
I honestly can't stand Super Mario 64, but
Yeah.
that's a different
No,
subject.
hold on. I'm trying to think of something. Oh, I know what I'd do. This is sound kind of weird, but I would throw because I don't know why I did this, but I'd throw my because I only have the card of it or the cartridge. It's like it's a flash cart really. So I'd throw Final Fantasy 3 because I don't own it complete in box for the DS. So I'd throw just the card at it because I want to get it complete in box at some point. So I just throw the card at that. So there's 4. So that's FIFA 98, that Tiger Woods game, Chronicles of Narnia game, and okay, down to the last one. I'm trying to think of other games. I'm trying to think of like a Game Boy Advance game that I would willingly get rid of.
Lost Odyssey, Skyrim, Tales
God,
of
what is-
Assyria,
Oh my god! Oh,
Rogue
just-
Galaxy.
Man, you're the worst.
Hero Galaxy is I'm not the biggest fan of, so I'm okay with that.
Sly Cooper, Ratchet
the
and
worst
Clank.
person.
Ratchet and Clank.
what are? Oh god!
You're the worst person
If I could reach
to
through
live.
the damn Skype and bitch slap you right now, Zavin, I would.
Already has
Metroid
Michael
Prime
Cole
Trilogy.
bitch slap him.
I have my last one, and that's SpongeBob SquarePants: Legend of the Lost Spatula. That game's a piece of garbage.
For a second, I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say Battle for Bikini Bottom because I really like that one.
Legend of the Lost Spatula. It was a Game Boy Color game. Is a piece of garbage. That
Did you guys play Battle for Bikini Bottom?
is my 5. A friend of mine got stuck in that. I think.
Because that was actually really good.
I know
I liked it.
it was Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. That was the one he got stuck on. So
Oh, I don't think I played that one.
Mm.
Metroid Prime Trilogy, Shenmue 2.
okay, all right, Pegasus. What would you get rid of?
Okay, let's get off there because we're just in one Zavin troll fest now. I can easily knock 4 360 games right off here. TNA Impact. That game is a piece of garbage. Burger King Big Bumpin', Sneak King Pocket Bike Racer, and Beetlejuice on the NES.
Those games are amazing.
Great, here we go. Here we go.
And Beetlejuice, that's the best game ever made.
It's an artful masterpiece. Now, who made that?
LJN.
Of course they did.
LMG.
LM.
Oh!
Well, I thought OMG and LGN were the same thing. I didn't know.
LMG, LSD, LJN.
4LS, yeah, all the same thing. You know.
Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3. Radiant Historia.
You were the worst person.
All right, let's just get something else because this is actually getting pretty old.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah, Zavin is just on one big troll fest.
Yeah.
I can just see him right now. He's got a big troll face grin.
You're the worst. You are the worst. Okay.
And I have the fuck face on me.
Okay. We all do.
I'm about ready to fucking choke a bitch face.
When he said Persona 4, I was like, my heart died a bit.
No,
Okay, so we're moving on. We're moving on to the next question. We're not even gonna let Zavin answer it since he's answered it in full for all of us. So this is the same question. You are in a zombie apocalypse, and your only weapon to survive is the last weapon. Now, okay. Now, Rockman Dash. Okay, just I want to actually prelude this before I finish. But we did answer this in the lost episode we had with Rockman Dash. So I'm sorry, Dash.
Was that episode 21?
But no, it was.
No.
It was like 29, I think, or 20.
It was like it ended up being a lost episode.
Yeah, it was a lost episode. So
You posted like snippets of it or whatever.
yeah, well, no, we tried to get it, but it was bad. It was a bad recording, so we lost that episode. But here we'll try to answer it again. You are in a zombie apocalypse, and your only weapon to survive is the last weapon you or your character used in the last video game you played. How do you think whatever this weapon is will help you survive? So,
The last weapon we had?
so what was the last? Yeah. So okay. So like, yeah. What was the last weapon you or your character used in the last video game you played?
A tank?
Okay. What was the game you were playing?
I'm playing Valkyria Chronicles right now, and it's a tank.
Just a tank in general?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Tank with all the weapons and armaments.
Okay, so how will that help you survive? How do you think? How do you think would help
His odds are... Can I go?
I don't know, a tank's pretty good because zombies won't be able to penetrate through the armor.
Hmm.
And you can just run them over and just shoot them down.
Yeah, so I pretty much got a good answer there.
Well, what kind of zombies are we talking about here, though?
Walking Dead zombies.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I'm safe then.
Yeah, you're good. For a while, anyways, till your, ammo runs out. But then you can still run them over until your
I'll just run them over.
until your gasoline runs out.
Then just get more gas. I keep like 8 gas tanks on me at all times.
Okay. So you'll have.
You gotta admit, you're
I'm
mad.
sure you'll
though,
have
at
other
the
people
answer.
You'll have people on the exterior protecting you as well. I'm sure. So.
You gotta admit, you're pretty mad at the answer, aren't you?
I'm not really mad as opposed to that's just not fair. You got a friggin' tank. It's like, come on.
Well, yeah, I'm
Alright,
playing a tank right now.
Okay, well there you go. Zavin, how about yourself?
Okay, so the last game I played was Catalyst Sojo, so I'm gonna say the alcohol he used to kill himself should count as a weapon
He didn't kill himself with alcohol. He fell off a roof.
because he was drunk.
Well, I thought it was more because he was trying to get away from Kenji, but
But he was drunk.
he was
so
also drunk. So yes. So you're using alcohol. You're using whiskey, actually. Whiskey.
Uh-huh.
Okay, how do you think that will help you survive?
It will soothe the pain as I'm being eaten alive.
Now, okay, but whiskey takes a little bit to sort of kick in.
Yeah.
So you better drink it before a little bit before they start eating you.
I'll use the bottle to break it on their heads and survive for 10 seconds longer.
Well, I was thinking maybe you could dump it on them and then set them on fire, but I don't know. I just
Okay, yeah, I'll do that with it then.
make a fireball or something. I don't know. Okay, Nick, how about you?
So I'm doomed, basically.
Okay. Here, the last time we tried answering this, I was playing Ratchet and Clank, and I was using the Rhino, so I'd be blowing shit up. The last game I played was UFC Undisputed 3. So pretty much my fists. So I'd probably survive for like 10 seconds, but
Wait, so I'm
Actually,
not
here's
a-
the perfect answer for this. If you're playing Metal Gear Solid with that gun with the infinite ammo, what was it?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a gun in New Game Plus where you just get like a gun with this infinite ammo. That's the best answer.
If only.
Down in a tank, but, well, it's a freaking tank.
Bitch.
Yeah, I am rubbing it in.
So I'm not the most doomed of us.
yeah, I'd be fucked. I would be fucked.
And I'd just be kicking ass.
Yeah.
Can I join your side?
So, yeah, you'll be on top of the tank while he's going down the road, and you'll just be like throwing like whiskey bottles at people.
You're like, yeah.
Okay, so the last game I played was Persona 4. So,
Which
You get it.
Persona?
I said Persona 4.
Yeah, which Persona?
Which
I mean, like,
Persona was I last using?
What does he use to what was his weapon that he used to break the card with?
Oh,
He used like a sword.
it was a katana.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd be melee weapon guy. So I think the last time we were doing this, I had a sword as well. I don't remember what I was playing, but I think I had a sword of some sort. So I'd be
You should-
melee weapons guy. Katana's not a bad weapon, I guess, to be beating zombies with.
were you actually
Isn't
good
that
with the
so?
katana?
Well, that's the question. That's the real question right there. I don't think so, but I would learn fast because I would have to learn fast.
You'll learn
Yeah, you
fa-
kind of do.
Hey, I'm picking this up quickly.
Thank God I'm picking this up quickly. Oh, I like the like sign language.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm picking this up quickly.
Yeah, I'm so
Greatest
pleased.
plot device of all time. Okay.
Yeah.
No one else knows what we're talking about.
Well, other people who've played Guitar Shoujo would, but yeah,
But I mean,
but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, Katana or Persona. I think I was using Protagonist's Persona, so the first one. So that's what is that?
Izunagi.
Izanagi? Yeah. Sir. I'd have him too. So I can't I get to cheat. I get two. I get two weapons. I get a katana and I get a persona. So boom.
have you found Kenji yet?
Eat it.
Kanji.
Kanji?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, like it.
I'm probably only like 4 hours in, so
How
Oh,
many
okay.
people actually beat Persona 4, like, that we know?
Me,
Me.
I did.
Yeah, I got the true ending. It took me like 105 hours.
I didn't feel like going for the true. I just went for the normal good ending.
You just have to go through one extra dungeon. That's about it.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
there's multiple endings.
There was a lot.
There's
There's a
three
bad-
endings, like a bad ending, good ending, and a true ending.
Well, there's a couple of different bad endings that you can get.
Okay, interesting.
And the bad ending is like because I looked it up after I beat the game. The
Don't
bad ending,
spoil it.
no, it's really depressing. In the good ending, it's like really happy, and like to the extreme degrees. It's like good ending, it's like yeah, everything's awesome. It's a nice ending. Bad ending's like it's the war. It's just so depressing and sad. And
So like Persona 3 then. Oh wait, Persona 3 is still depressing, even at the good end.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah, that's pretty much the difference between Persona 3 and 4. Like, 3 is depressing as hell, 4 is happy-go-lucky.
Dude, I freaking love. I have to say, I love the like, freaking fashion that everyone has in Persona 4 so far. It's just like, dang son, you're a fashionista, you know, just like going.
You mean those sunglasses?
Yeah,
like those.
okay, those sunglasses. Those sunglasses are awesome. But
No, I'm talking
also
about the glasses with the nose, like the joke ones.
but also like your civvies. You like people go you on like Sunday and Saturday afternoon. You walk around your non-school clothing. It's awesome. I like it. Also, I really love the fact that Yosuke walks around with just headphones. He's just got headphones.
like a modern day.
I'd do
Did
that
Apple make-
if I had headphones like that.
Did it ever make note of him actually plugging it into anything?
I don't know. I'm only 4 hours in, but I know he listens to music while he's fighting, so which I think is kind of hilarious. But yeah.
Okay.
So on that note, let's do games we've been playing recently and wrap this in a little tiny bow. After that.
Oh, if I wanted to go further with Savin trolling us.
Oh, you wanted to find out? Oh, you wanted to find out more games he would throw?
A Link to the Past.
Okay, you already
Wind
said that. You already
Waker.
said that. What have you been
No,
playing, Zoffin?
What have I? Oh, okay. Well, I'll get the obvious one out of the way. I've been playing Katawa Sojo. Shaka.
That's a bit. Yeah. I'm surprised.
I'm shocked.
No.
And so this is me saying naughty naughty because this game's rated 18 plus. And we got little Zoffin over here playing the game.
Well, yeah, both of us played it.
Okay.
I actually got my ending with Hanako.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Naughty
that-
naughty over here too.
How many endings have you played through?
Who, me?
Only one Hanako's ending.
She's the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause I beat her this morning or so. Well, technically afternoon since I woke up at noon. But And yeah, so I just like played through that in one sitting, and I think hers is the best so far. I've also played through Emmy's first, then Lily's, and like I said during the podcast, I just got the bad Act One ending.
Lily's is a close second for me. She's really good too. So,
Mm.
but yeah, still partway in Rin's path, so I haven't finished the game completely yet. But
Yeah, and like when you told me to disable to not disable adult content for like for Hanako, it's like I'm glad I did that because I don't know if I didn't do that, it would probably take out the scene where she's like showing him
yeah,
the stuff.
spoilers. But yeah,
Eh, they haven't played. If they haven't played it by now, then no one they aren't never going to. So
they should. You should do it
they
because
should. Yeah.
I've told you. Yeah, no, that's the thing is that you sort of need it for especially for hers. I think
Yeah.
it would take away from pretty much her everything in that makes her
Yeah.
path great. So
Yeah. And then I thought like what happens directly after she shows him the scars was just shoehorned. But then like when she goes to explain it in like the next scene, I'm like, oh okay, so this actually
Yeah.
makes sense and it doesn't feel shoehorned.
it all makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad. I'm glad didn't turn it off. And
Mm.
yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
that's a good game.
Great
Also
game.
been playing some more Super Hexagon. I hate this game so much because it's the most addicting game I've played next to Tetris.
No, it's because you hate me. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, like are you guys familiar with the Pete's Game Room High School Challenge?
Vaguely, I know that some of the. I know that I like was kind of interested in it, but like people they were playing games I didn't have, so I was just kind of like, yeah.
You didn't get Super Hexagon? It was a freaking $1.
No, I didn't get it.
$1.01.
I was going
You and
to.
Zavin had it.
I was going to. Yeah, he got gifted that game though. But I was
Oh
going.
yeah, of course I'd never buy it. It's a digital game.
Yeah, jeez.
You're buying air.
You're buying air. Isn't that what you're usually doing when you buy a bag of chips?
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Where's LMG when you need him? No.
There's LJN when you need them.
Where's LJN when you need him?
I need some LSD.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
So bad.
But yeah, so like this was a game that they had for the challenge a while ago, and like on Virtual Guild, a lot of us were going back and forth on it. Like it was like me, Midipur, Trevor, and Mr. Kingdom Hearts, and like we were going back and forth like who gets the highest, and like I was in the lead for a couple of days, and then like Mr. Kingdom Hearts took it, and all of a sudden, like, because we're playing on the hardest difficulty, like, I think I have, like, 35 seconds on it, then all of a sudden this random person comes out on the phone and is like, oh, I'm gonna enter now, too, and then he gets, like, 1 minute and 10 seconds or something like that, and we're just like...
You should have seen it, though. I broke MIDI. I really did. I had, like...
I have, like, 15 hours into this game, and Mr. Kingdom Hearts has 20 hours.
22 hours.
22?
In, like, 3 days. I still know how that happened.
So, yeah, I love this game and I hate this game at the same time. Because it's so addicting. It's like Tetris. Speaking of Tetris, like, I was on a podcast a couple of days ago with Batsa, who was hosting, and, yeah.
Okay, what's this?
The Virtual Guild minicast is a discussion on that Tetris documentary that he keeps talking about, but never mentions the word Tetris. He talks about it. He kept, well, I forget what's called, Ecstasy of Order or whatever.
Ecstasy of
So
Order.
yeah, we had like a round table on that, and it was like me, Zach, Mindy, Poor Batsa, and Cole was there, but he actually didn't see it, so he was just interjecting with random things. And yeah, so like during that, I just went through and played Tetris on the Game Boy, Tetris on the NES, and Tengen Tetris. I just like played those because that game's addicting, and yeah, like I said, it's my favorite game of all time. What else have I played? Sonic Generations, I got that like a week ago, and then one day I put because I'm trying to 100% the achievement 1K it, get all the achievements on it, so I'm like getting S on all levels, doing all the challenges, and I put it for 10 hours straight the first day I got it.
That's an awesome game.
It is, and I love the city level, whatever it's called. Cause like I used to play Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube when I was younger. It was one of the few games I had. Like just looking at them seeing do that in like 2D and just remaking it was awesome, and hearing the music. And they have the Wanted posters in the background for like Mighty the Armadillo and Dynamite Duck and all of those things. So that's
Yeah, being the Dynamite they had
yeah, that's
in that one level. Yeah.
yeah. Then I also played Crackdown on the 360. If any of you played this,
No.
Yes, I did actually.
yeah,
Crackdown, right? The first one.
yep. It's
That was
like,
awesome. It's like a,
I-
basically
I
a
was-
superhero sort of thing.
Yeah, it looks like I didn't really want to play it because it looked like just like a third-person shooter. But then like someone's like, yeah, play this online with me, Stick Dude on the forums. I'm just like, fine. Like you just like upgrade yourself so you can jump like 50 feet in the air and like explosives and punch people. It's like you're a superhero basically. It's just like going through throwing semis at people. It's just ridiculous. But I played that for a while. What else?
Yeah, that was an awesome game. One of the best rentals I played.
Yeah, it's $3 at GameFlop. So
Game Hell or
what else? Rhapsody on the DS.
Rhapsody
game is-
Musical Adventure?
Yes, this game is absolutely terrible.
It's
It's a. Have you played it, Chrono?
no, but what's wrong with it?
It's so mediocre. It's not even good. It's like it tries to. Oh, the story is like this goal. It's like, oh, she finds the prince and like they fall in love, but then he gets kidnapped and turned to stone, and he can be saved by a true love's kiss. That's the story. And she can talk to puppets, and that element's just terrible. And it's like the music in the game, it's good, but it doesn't fit the game whatsoever because it's just classical music, which I like, but in no way does it actually fit the game. So it's just like, battle system is kind of is terrible. It's not good. I've literally have not had to even think about using spells or strategy. I've just like put it on auto every time I mash the A button. I haven't even thought about it. It's so mediocre. There's nothing. I can't find one really good redeeming quality in it.
That's too
Yeah.
bad.
So I'm still gonna beat it, but yeah, and probably some. Oh, Rogue Galaxy. That was my Gents Challenge game from Pegasus. I'm like 10 hours into that.
What plane are you on?
I'm at that one city, the mining
Zerod?
city.
Oh, that's where I'm at actually, at the beginning of that.
Yeah, the mining city where you get that really big tough guy who's a dog.
Nice.
I actually, I'm a bit mixed about Rogue Galaxy. Like, I like a lot of parts of it, but I just don't like how cliche it is, I want to say, or something. Like, there's something about it I don't like. Like, oh, you have to get this thing to go past these people or something. It's just something about it. I just don't like the pacing or whatever it is. It's hard to explain. Like, it just seems
Also-
annoying.
Yeah. I haven't ordered Persona 3, so that should come in the mail any day now to distract me
FPS
from
or portable?
the regular one, Persona 3, on the PS2.
Just
Special edition, mind you.
Like the rare one?
What do you mean the rare one?
Like, the original Persona 3, like, with the soundtrack scene and everything, is pretty rare.
Oh yeah, that's the one I got. It comes with like a big box and art book. I'm pretty sure it has the soundtrack in. But because the person listed it, they just said Persona 3. They didn't give a description. All they showed was a picture. They didn't say special edition or anything. So I got it for like $20.
Oh, you lucky.
Yeah. I'm just
Damn.
like, they didn't show a picture of inside the case, so I'm hoping the soundtrack's in there. It should be. But they never replied to my message asking if it was there, so I'm just kind of crossing my fingers now, but... And, a game I haven't played, Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, you've been playing it?
That's
No, I
one I
haven't.
need to play because everyone seems so
I'm-
mixed about it.
I'm still just like 15 hours into it, and like I pick it up, play it for half an hour, put it down every once in a while. But yeah,
That's a weird way to play because like that's kind of a game where like you sort of need to be paying because I just actually recently played through it again myself through the story, and that's a game where you really sort of have to be kind of paying attention to the story the whole time.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you can certainly lose a little, something from that.
well, I
if you-
remember what happened, but it's just like it's where my 360 is located. I don't like playing it, so
Hmm. Yeah.
My 360 disc tray is actually stuck, so I'm either need to fix that or replace the disc tray altogether.
That's it's definitely a problem. So.
yeah. And I've probably played something else, but I'm done. Oh, I played Zero Tolerance on the Genesis.
Oh,
Zero tolerance.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's
How
a
bad
blast
is
from the
that?
past right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking to bots about it, but yeah. So I finally ordered that off eBay and played like the first hour of it. It's not that good of a game.
Obviously.
But
I can imagine.
supply? Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised at all.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that's about it. So I've probably played more, but I can't remember. So
Zero tolerance.
I had to. We need a like PAX East 2015, which Zach keeps thinking I'm going to. Just get a room of Genesis connected together playing Zero Tolerance.
Yeah, we should just say that the whole time. Just be like, zero tolerance, man.
One day I should really go to a PAX or a gaming convention in general. I know Vegas has one, the Classic Gaming Expo, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because I live in Los Angeles, so it's not that far of a drive, like just a fair mile drive. And my parents go there all the time, so seems like a perfect opportunity.
Zach seems to have in his mind that I'm going to get my life savings and go to PAX East 2015.
I don't need to go. I don't need to get my life savings that much actually, because I usually go to Vegas to visit my grandma, so it's the perfect place when it happens.
Okay. And that's all I've played, I think, possibly.
Suck my D, just suck on my D, suck my D.
Are you doing it, Trevor?
Suck on my D, suck my D, suck my D.
Just suck on my D.
My D, suck my D, just suck on my D, suck 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 my D.
Just why?
Oh, I played something else.
Suck
Yeah.
suck on my D. Suck my.
You do realize Trevor does this all the time in the Virtual Guild, right?
I don't. I love him for that. For doing that. You know, we sing that on our floor every once in a while. So, you know.
Yes! 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 Yes!
What? What was that? Okay. So, anyways, Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy, what have you been
Wait.
playing?
I'm not done yet, though.
Oh, you're. Oh, I'm sorry.
I also played some Banjo-Kazooie,
Nuts and bolts or the regular?
the N64.
Yeah, let's not talk about nuts and bolts.
Oh, and I also, after the
We will, and you will like it.
and after the Tetris discussion, Box was calling me out on why I don't like Super Mario 64. So I
Yeah.
just popped that in there, played it for 10 minutes, and said I honestly cannot stand this game.
Wow.
Man, I don't. Why? It's not that bad.
I just can't stand it. I don't know why, but
It's like the camera's like not really that bad. Like, I don't know.
it's not the camera. It's just I don't know. I can't explain it, but
It's just
Maybe it was
polygons,
just
man.
the graphics of the game,
Yeah.
or maybe it's just the way it controls, because it is a bit loose.
maybe it's everything.
It's just everything all together. He just hates the whole game. It's just
Alright, so can I go now?
yeah. Can you go now?
7 up.
Can you go down, Zevin?
But yes, maybe. I probably forgot something else, but
Okay. Well, yes. So, Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy, what have you been playing?
I played, I think 4 games now.
wait, I forgot something.
Oh my
God.
God. All right.
Oh.
What'd you forget?
Yeah, Mario Kart 7. We've been playing that online a lot with Zach, is there? Rockman Dash is there a lot? Justin,
What game?
Mario Kart 7.
Oh yeah, I need to get that actually, because Rockman's been bugging me with that lately.
Hmm.
Well, not much, but still.
Yeah, okay, that's probably it.
Probably being the key word.
You can go.
All right. I haven't really played too much. I could play like 4 or 5 games.
Wait.
Oh my! Stop! Stop trolling. We're gonna kick you. I'm gonna have zero tolerance for any of this. Kingdom Hearts boy, please go.
All right. The game I've been playing now actually is Valkyria Chronicles. I'm at chapter 11, so pretty far into the game. It's really fun actually. This is really getting me back into strategy RPGs in general.
Cool.
Game looks beautiful, by the way. Like I really like the cel shading, car ping aspect to it. Let me see what else. The other game I'm playing is well, the first one was part of my Gens challenge. This one also Dark Souls.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Right now I'm on the DLC Artorias of the Abyss because I want to do that before I fight the Four Kings. Because I rang the second bell and everything. What else? And I was just getting my ass kicked after because after I beat Artorias, Knight Artorias, first try mind you, which is really weird because I hear it's like super hard. I've just been trying to find the third boss, the dragon, and I've just been dying left and right. I don't know why. I've been off my game recently. But yeah, it's a really fun game actually. I was surprised how much fun I had, like even more so than Demon Souls. Maybe it's because like it's all the armor and all these cool weapons I found, though I just stuck with the Black Knight sword the entire game. Which is really overpowered actually. Trying to think. Oh, and by the way, actually, I really like the Metroidvania aspect to it, like a 3D Metroidvania, sort of. Do you guys ever got that feel when you played it? Hello?
Is this in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
I've never actually played it. I don't know about the other. Have you guys played it though?
Cricket.
That's my best. That's my best cricket.
Does that answer your question?
That's my best whale impersonation. So.
Just to get this straight, guys, this is what happens when people at the Virtue Guild come here. Trust us.
Yeah.
So yeah, nope, none of us have actually played it. Sorry, we don't know. Hello?
Anything else?
Yeah, is there anything else you've been up?
Did he die again?
He died again.
Okay.
He just got pissed. The fact that we hadn't played Dark
Shit.
Souls. He was just so angry that we hadn't played Dark Souls. He hung up. So
what have you been playing, Chrono?
I have been playing plenty of games. I actually played the Injustice demo quite a bit. Injustice: Gods Among Us. I haven't really talked about this almost at all on the podcast. But one of my best friends here at school is a huge comic book fan. Really enormous. What was that?
A yawn?
You bored? You bored because of my superhero game? No, this game is fantastic. It's well, just from the demo. There's only 3 characters or whatever, but I did play the demo at PAX as well. But man, this game is so much fun. It's a lot of fun, being people up as Batman, Wonder Woman, and Lex Luthor, since those are the characters that were part of the demo. Yeah, it's so much fun. I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm probably not going to pick it up day one, just because I don't really have tons of money to spare right now. So, yeah. Here I'm adding Kingdom Hearts Boy back in because he died. So, yeah, he's
Sorry about my internet crapped out again.
No, that's fine.
You guys go now?
Yeah, I was going, but do you have any more games you've been playing recently?
Yeah, so games. I was still talking about Castlevania 4. Great game, actually. I was surprised at how much fun I had. I was just playing it because I got bored about Valkyria Chronicles a bit. And I was pretty hooked, actually. I played like a few hours into it, like 2 hours.
Hmm.
And it's definitely challenging, but it's sort of fair, actually. Like, not like it's not as cheap as Run No Blood was because of the 8-way whipping. And I really like the music. Like, it's some of the best music I heard in a retro game yet. Simon's theme will always get to me. Also, when I popped in the Sonic's Genesis collection when I was bored,
Nice.
and I
Okay, that's
actually played some Beyond Oasis.
Oh, I love that game. I mean, I didn't get very far in it. I kind of just got the achievement for it, but
So far, I'm
Great
not very
game.
far in it. I really like the battle system. It's like a bit of a Zelda with a beat 'em up.
mm,
Yeah, that's the game, right? Like where you get that gold amulet and you have to get the guy with the silver amulet.
yeah, it was tons of fun. From what little I played of it.
Yeah, so far I beat the first temple. Like I got the water spirit now. So I'm still like really early in the game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, all I pretty much did was get the achievement and then stop playing. So,
Yeah. How much does it go for on the Genesis anyway?
What game?
Beyond
Beyond
Oasis.
Oasis.
That's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's a pretty good
Give me
question.
a sec. Loose, probably 15. Complete in box.
Like 30.
I'll check.
Oh, pretty expensive then.
Just kidding.
But yeah, that's actually a really great Zelda clone.
Yeah, I was enjoying it quite a bit from a little. I really need to get back to that.
You were surprised when you found out I played, didn't you?
Ted.
Like I just
Complete
heard
in
about it
box.
from Pete. I just heard about Beyond Oasis from Pete Dorr, and I found out it was on a collection. And I figured, why not? Because I was just really bored.
Mm.
Complete in box, like 20, 25. Loose, like 12 to 15.
Still not that bad, I think.
Yeah, but that basically pays for the Genesis collection itself.
True, but if you want like an actual Genesis game, then
That's why I don't buy the Genesis. That's why I'm not buying the Genesis collection.
unless you want an easy 1000G, which actually it's not really an easy 1000G, because
Oh no, it's not.
because I freaking hate. Okay, Mean Bean Machine can
I love that game.
can go die. Yeah,
DB machine could suck my D.
yeah, it can suck my D. It's so hard. That game is complete and utter. It's just evil. That game is
Oh
completely.
yeah, after like the second or third guy, it's just evil.
Yeah, it gets so hard. Yeah.
Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, but well, I found actually an easy way you can cheat to do it. You just skip ahead to Robotnik because of
That's what I did.
the password. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still really hard though.
I actually beat him on like my first or second try.
Cheeto.
Yo, hey,
I
Yeah,
still get the
it is a
trophy
cheat.
if you use the code, so. But that game.
Oh yeah,
is
actually I remember there was one more game I played, some Super Mario 3D Land.
Nice.
nice.
I was actually
Easy
helping
as
one of
fuck,
my
but
Oh,
game.
I have a game.
cousins play it because one of my little cousins, he was like 10 years old because it was my 3DS. He wanted to play it. So far he's at World 7, and I'm pretty impressed actually because he doesn't really play platformers at all.
Hmm.
But
No, that's another
yeah,
game.
my save is actually deleted. I don't know how that happened. And I was like at the second half of the game, like after World 8, where it gets really hard.
Oh yeah,
Always.
the special world deals.
These are the second special or something, so I was pretty mad. I was pretty disappointed and pretty sad when that happened. But at least gave me a good reason to go back into it soon. Did I play 999 this week?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes, you did play. No, I don't know.
Let's just say I did. Why not? Because it's worth talking about a bit.
I really want to.
Yeah.
I really want that game.
What game?
9 hours, 9 persons, 9
Oh,
doors.
yeah,
I still remember that thing where basically they photoshopped Pete Door's face on it.
I never saw that.
You never saw that?
No.
Well, I remember one of the when they actually had, when one of the times I went on to ask a question on All Gen Gamers, Jason called me Chronolink 999 for some reason.
That's because your name is kind of like 9.
Yeah, I know, but like they said 999, and then I was like 9 hours 9. I don't know. It was funny, but
Yeah, but basically in 999, like, you know, the cover art for it,
yeah.
they basically photoshopped Pete Door's face on it. Every single one. And named it 9 Hours, 9 Missions, 9 Doors.
Okay.
That's
Someone
hilarious.
link me to that.
I'm linking you to that right now.
Please.
Please do, yeah. That'll be entertaining.
Good old Pete Dorr, who we've had on the podcast before, which was that was
that was fun.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
had him and Bracey on, which is cool.
Yeah, I kind of want. I like the original cover more than the reissue one, but buying the original cover is, oh my god, like it's like $60 to do that on Amazon. It's ridiculous.
What, the 999?
Yeah, for the original box art. Because the
Fuck.
the reissue box art is, I don't know, I don't really like it all that much. It's kind of lame looking. It's got like the mask of like the Virtue's Last Reward thing, and then like two people with the clock for the warp
Yeah, that's the one I
squash
have.
thing. But, yeah, I don't know why they did that. I guess they're
Yeah,
like,
probably changed the box art, makes it look better.
yeah, they're like, hey, look,
Yeah.
Virtue's Last Reward thing, huh? Yeah, we're tying it in. But it's like, okay, but that's nice.
Where was it?
But-
I remember it was here somewhere.
Can I add another game?
What else did you play?
Rayman Origins on the 3DS.
Oh, that's a good one.
Have you played you played either any version of it?
No.
I played through a little bit of little bit on the PS3 when I was over at a friend's house during the summer.
You should really get the like 360 version or whatever, a console version. I mean, because the game's amazing. I was hoping the 3DS one would be somewhat partially different. It's the exact same game.
Yeah.
There's like no differences whatsoever except the controllers are terrible.
Are they bad? Why are they bad?
Or they just like feel kind of uncomfortable because you're always holding down the one button, and like holding the 3DS like that isn't necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world, since you can't like map it to just like the X button or saying it's a trigger.
Right. So
In 999, actually, you're gonna laugh. I got the axe ending as my first ending.
Ha ha ha! What's that?
yeah,
None of you played it, didn't you?
I
No.
don't own it. I want to get it because I'm getting into visual novels, but
Basically, the axe ending's one of the worst endings.
Oh, okay.
It's like a bad end.
Congratulations. You
I think
lose.
basically Kato Sojo's bad end, but horrifying.
Oh.
wait, so you don't get drunk and fall and jump off a building?
No, you get cut
He
off by an
didn't
axe.
jump
no,
off. He fell off.
No, you get your hand cut off by an axe.
That's
I
kind
think
of awful.
jump or fall. I think that's a matter of opinion.
No. There's a distinct difference between jumping and falling off. Jumping is pretty deliberate. Falling is like,
Jumping is Mario Star style jumping, but instead you actually fall flat on your face and die horribly. Horribly.
Okay, so what else have you been playing?
I can't think of. Oh yeah, Raiden 3. I forgot about that. The shmup.
Okay.
Anyone played that on PS2?
No.
Cricket.
I think I've heard of more crickets. We're
Yeah, I
terrible.
know Pete Door's been on a shooter kick lately, and he actually inspired me to get it. Because hey, I want to get in on this action because it looks really fun.
What
It's hard as
action?
balls. Yeah,
Hard as my penis.
hard as balls of steel. Pretty much, you have to have balls of steel to play it.
Mm.
Like it's really difficult because
It's like-
your ship moves it's very stiff, like the way you move your ship.
Does your frothing demand for the game increase?
Huh?
Does your frothing demand for the game increase?
What does that even mean?
If that was I don't remember. It was some website that said that, and that made it onto the box art for what was it? Ikaruga, I think it was a shooter on the GameCube.
Yeah. Heard of
And
that.
it was like, our frothing demand for this game increases. And it was, I was like, what does that even mean? It's just like the greatest thing ever. So
Oh yeah, also some Sonic 1, like a few minutes of it.
A few minutes. In Sonic Generations, you can play Sonic the Hedgehog 1,
yeah, it's pretty great.
which is pretty awesome. But you can't, like, I was assuming there'd be, like, an achievement, like, beat the game, whatever,
Yeah.
but there wasn't. So I'm kind of glad, because I really didn't feel like playing through it on the 360's D-pad.
Yeah, I'm really rusty in Sonic 1. It's been like a couple of years since I really like beat it.
That's,
And even then, I didn't get the true ending. I didn't collect all 6 Chaos Emeralds.
yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if I even should, because like, is it worth it?
That's a matter of opinion.
A sense of accomplishment. That would be, you know.
But-
I don't know.
Yeah.
There it is, I found it.
What'd you find?
That picture of
Pegasus,
Pete
you're
Dore.
gonna laugh.
Oh, Pete Door.
Oh, here we go.
This ought to be good.
I'm scared.
I'm not. I'm excited right now.
Your bodies
His
are
body
ready.
9
is ready.
portions, 9 hours.
Yes.
That should be our podcast image for
There it
some
is.
reason. That is terrifying.
For some random reason.
that is terrifying.
9 hours, 9 portions, 9 doors.
And you'll see my post. It's the third one.
Yeah, I like Kiroi just put, my God. It is pretty freaking awesome. I agree with what you said back then.
Yeah, and just look at mine. It just pretty much sums it up.
That's pretty great. Hey, LMG commented on it. I just saved it to an external hard drive. Now it is forever. I hope he still has that picture somewhere.
Oh, we can save it off of this and.
Well, I
I should probably we should probably do this as our picture for this podcast.
Oh, definitely.
Either that or just someone riding a tank.
9 portions, 9 hours, 9 batas. How about that?
My butt.
So we're just gonna have like the head be covered by the giant Sega bee.
Yeah.
How about this? Head covered by the ass post in the Rad Rascals forums.
God.
I still vote for Pete because that's just too good.
9 butzes.
9 dwarfs.
That's lame. Anyways,
Alright, this is the best part of the podcast right here, just the 9 dwarfs.
Pete Door, 9 doors.
DORRS.
That's so great.
That head in the bottom left-hand corner, is there a body to that?
I guess. I don't know. It's just sort of floating there underneath that guy's fist.
Yeah, but Pete Dore
me.
looks good with that. It looks awesome with that fist like that, number 5.
Yeah, it does. Pete's just like, yeah, I got a 5 on my watch. What about it?
No, like, yeah, we're getting out of here. You gonna stop us?
That's pretty great. So, anything else?
No.
Alright, sweet. Pegasus, what you been playing, my friend?
Let's see, let me pull up my list.
Oh, here's a list.
Yeah.
I'm more
Quick,
prepared than
Ratchet
your-
and Clank HD. Still working my way through Ratchet and Clank 2.
I still need to get that because I really love the first Ratchet and Clank, and I still haven't played the other two.
It took me forever to get all the trophies on Ratchet and Clank. I'm not kidding. Because one of them is you have to get 1,000,000 bolts. And I was, I think, on my 5th or 6th playthrough of the game. I mean, at that
Like a
point,
million
I mean,
bolts altogether, or just a million bolts at once?
Cumulative, so not all at once, like over time. So it was kind of crazy. Like, okay, when's this popping up? Because you'd spend bolts buying ammo and weapons, and by the second playthrough of the game,
It gets old.
I was pretty much just using the Rhino exclusively. So just blowing shit up and just farming the bolts. It was
Actually, speaking of challenges, how you guys doing on the Gents challenge? Should we talk about that?
Well, we'll get.
where am I at? That's actually one of the games I'm going to get into. It was mine from Zavin, Final Fantasy V. So
Wait, Final Fantasy V came out, or are you playing on the PS1?
Which
the
one?
PS1, on the classics, on the
Okay, because I think it's the only version that was released other than the Game Boy Advance version or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like 2 or 3 hours in, but there's some screwy with the save file on here.
Your save file
Well,
got
like,
deleted, didn't it?
Huh?
Your save file got deleted, didn't it?
No, it didn't get deleted. Like there's some sort of, like it wouldn't save, and then like mostly I'll just play it and just turn the PSP off and keep it charged and just pick up where I left off. And
I swear, I have the worst luck with game saves, because I think, like, one time my entire PS2 memory card got erased, like, all sorts of
was
games.
it the
like
Beautiful
50
Joe demo disc glitch?
Just like
That's
all
what
my
happened.
50 or 60 games on my PS2 got deleted.
That's what
My
happened with
game
Pegasus,
of
so.
my game of Symphony of the Night, I was on the Inverted Castle for PSP. That got
Ooh.
deleted, so I didn't play that again. Recently, of course, Mario Land, you all know that.
Mm.
That's just terrible.
So, yeah, a little bit of WWE 13. A lot of UFC Undisputed 3 because I watched the movie The Warrior on Netflix.
The Warriors or the Warrior?
The Warrior. It's the MMA movie that I think it came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, because I know like the Warriors had from what I hear, an awesome game on PS2, and that was a good movie.
Yeah. Kurt Angle's in it. So he plays this badass like undefeated Russian that comes into this huge tournament and
So basically, Ivan Drago.
Yeah, so I was like, so Rocky 4?
so, yeah, but he doesn't talk.
I must
Okay,
say,
kick that. I mean, this is Kurt
I must
Angle.
break
So.
you.
But
Yeah.
basically, the whole story of the movie is it follows two brothers who both end up fighting in this tournament. They end up fighting in the final round, and no one knows they're brothers until like right before the last fight. So, and there's like all this backstory, like this bad family, like bad blood in the family, and it's a good watch. But yeah, so I was playing that. I was actually going through the title defense mode because there's a trophy on there where you gotta win 25 consecutive title defenses. I got to 20 and then got my ass kicked. I swear, it seems like I hit a wall. I hit 20 and then except I'm playing this Minotaur Nogueira, so I've got one of the few guys in there that in the heavyweight division that knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and most heavyweights are pretty much just wrestlers or strikers. So yeah, I got quite a few submission wins through there, but then Brock Lesnar kicked my ass. So, yeah, that trophy is a pain in the ass. Let's see, played
why
a
do
little
people
more.
even hunt for trophies? Besides, well, bragging rights, of course.
Because it's fun.
If they're not insanely fucking hard, if they're,
But
win
why
500.
why'd you even do it? Like the 1 million bolt thing. That's ridiculous.
I love Ratchet and Clank. I didn't think it was gonna take that damn long.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I do it just because, like, I want to, I want to play the game, for all it's worth kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm going to be doing with, with Final Fantasy 13. I'm going to be going back and doing, this summer I'm going to be going back and getting all the, like, achievements and stuff for it to, do
How'd
all
you
the,
like
all
Final
the
Fantasy
all the
13?
post-game stuff kind of thing. 'Cause,
Nice.
Good luck.
for it. So, yeah, it's going to take quite a,
I attempted
bit
the
of time,
Stereo Master.
yeah,
Like-
well, that's...
I think the only game I platinum in was God of War, the first one, on the collection.
Nice.
The only game I have 1,000 achievements in is Lego Harry Potter.
I have 5 games on my 360 that I've gotten all the achievements on. I have SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, that was a rental, Legends of WrestleMania, and then Virtual Fighter 2 and Sonic the Fighters.
I think
So-
I have Braid. Let's see, what else have I 100%ed? Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
I hear Enslaved was
Yeah.
actually really good.
Enslaved is excellent. Yeah, it's a great game.
I might own that game, but I'm not sure.
Also, I need to ask you one more thing, Chronolink, off topic, I know, but how did you enjoy Final Fantasy 13? You beat it, right? I don't think I
It's
asked you.
my second favorite game of all time. Yeah. A
'Cause I know a lot of people hate that game.
lot of people hate that game. I know. I love that game to death.
You should get Michael on from the forums and Virtua Guild, because I mentioned that the game wasn't terrible, and he kicked me out of the Skype call. So
I need
Cause
to
I'm just
buy
like-
that game just to see how I would enjoy it.
because
I think
like
that might
that.
be my first Final Fantasy I would really get into. I'm also thinking about it.
You should give it a shot. You should give it a shot.
That's my first Final Fantasy that I get into besides 2.
You give it a shot. I say I loved the game. To death. Speaking of Michael, he just came online. Yeah.
So he's gonna kick our asses. Well, I'll try to kick your asses. He'll try to kick mine because I'm a pretty big guy.
No, that game is excellent. I understand people didn't like it because of linearity or whatever, blah blah. I don't give two tugs of a dead dog's cock about what they think about that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, my one of my best friends here uses that, so that's his go-to phrase. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's a masterpiece, I think. So it's I definitely say give it a shot. It's really great.
Yeah.
The story's really good. The music's fantastic. The game's gorgeous to look at, for one thing. The battle system's one of the most fast-paced, frantic, and, in my opinion, fun battle systems that the series has ever had.
What was the system called again?
It's the Paradigm system.
Oh, Paradigm and Chips.
Yep. It's great. I thought it was really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you get Final Fantasy X for like $10 or $15 on Amazon. I think it's worth it for PS3.
Oh, 10 HD.
No, 3 for 13.
I thought you said 10 for some reason. I was
You
like,
did
what?
say that.
I was like, yeah, buy 13 because you can get it cheap now. So there you
Yeah,
go.
it's like at GameStop, it's like $15.
I'm sorting off Amazon because, well, I don't like going to GameStop unless I see if they have any PS2 games left.
Game slop.
I go
Yeah,
Game Hell, but yeah.
What else have you been playing, Pegasus?
Oh, let's see.
Michael Cole, the video game?
Oh God.
What?
If that exists, Pegasus would have it.
Oh no way. Let's
It's just
see.
him doing a Michael Cole facepalm again and again throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
You know you're
Who's
fucked up
Michael-
if Michael Cole says you fail.
Who's this Michael Cole guy?
One of the worst wrestling announcers ever. Look him up roughly from when he did a whole feud with Jerry Lawler for about 7 months. That went on about 7 months too long.
That went on 8
Absolutely
months too long.
Pretty much. Oh man, let me try and get through this here, and we can wrap up. More of The Walking Dead. I'm still working my way through episode 4. I think I played that for a little bit and moved on to something else. I've kind of been
The adventure game or the horrible first-person shooter?
the adventure game, the good point and click, awesome
Master-
5-episode download
ID
masterpiece. Oh man. I'm
Uh,
actually, because I have 2 PlayStation 1 classics. I have Final Fantasy V, which I've been playing, and then I also have Crash Bandicoot, so I was playing a little bit of those. I haven't played Final Fantasy V in a little bit, but I think I'm probably going to jump on it tonight before I go to bed. Try and get a little farther in that. More Super Street Fighter 4. I've been playing a lot of that, been going through, I'm trying to beat the arcade mode with every character, so I've done Zangief and I've done Rio, and I'm also trying to get that achievement for beating the arcade mode on medium, at least, without continuing. And yeah, it's not that easy because the fighters you fight in arcade mode are completely random, so you could end up fighting somebody that just completely outclasses you. It's let's see, so actually played a little DJ Hero. I actually picked up the first DJ Hero on PS3 for about $5 in GameStop, so just playing a little bit of that, and SSX, the new one on PS3. Picked that one up used for about 15.
How is that? Because I heard the SSX games from Metal Jesus were really good.
Yeah, they are. I really the first one I played was Tricky on the PS2, and then I also played 3. But this is the first time I've played one in a while, and it's fun. It's definitely a good game. Maybe it wasn't worth $60, but I mean I picked it up for 15, so you really can't go wrong there. And that's it.
Very cool.
Yep.
What have you played, ChronoLink?
All right, I have been. Let's see. I've been playing quite a bit since we last recorded. So I've been. Let's see. I guess I was starting to mention when you went off one time. What was I playing? I don't even remember what I was mentioning.
I think it was a video game.
Yeah, it was a video game. It was released sometime between the year 1977
it's a video game.
and 2013. I'm not really sure what it was.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
Oh crap! No, I can't remember. It's really bad. I was talking about something.
I think it was Superman 64.
Yeah, probably. I think it was Superman 64. Man, why can't I remember? Oh,
I'm wondering if I should play that game just to see how bad it was when I was a kid.
you should. Should do it. Oh, I was talking about Injustice. Gods Among Us. I was playing the demo. Because I had played it at PAX and I downloaded the demo because one of my good friends here is a huge comic book fan. So obviously we had to play one-on-one on that, and man, I'm looking forward to that game. I don't think I'm gonna get it day one just because I don't really have the money to do so. But it's a great game.
Is Injustice a lot like DC Heroes, or is it completely different?
It's made by the same people that made Mortal Kombat versus DC whatever universe or whatever, and Mortal Kombat 9, but it's just featuring like DC comic superheroes, and it's really awesome. Yeah, it plays like Mortal Kombat, so it's if you're familiar with Mortal Kombat, you'd fit right in with this game. It's a lot of fun. Pulling super moves and things on people is really great. And I've also heard someone compare it to Killer Instinct, and that there's like 2 life bars, I guess.
Wait, it's a fighting game? I thought it was an MMO.
Injustice: Gods Among Us? No, it's a fighting game.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
I come up game reminded of DC Universe, so I thought it was like an MMO.
No, I don't. I have no idea where you even made that connection.
Well,
I just seen the name
Universe
Injustice,
like
and I thought like a connection to DC Universe of like just super villains and yeah.
No, it's a fighting game.
Oh, DC Universe was a superhero MMO, so.
Yeah, DC Universe Online was,
Yep.
Yeah.
But but at the same time, yep, it's a fighting game. So
Oh.
So yeah, it's great. Lots of fun I had with it. So something to look forward to if you kind of like fighting games, or if you're a comic book fan. Look forward to that.
Nice.
Since it really caters to comic fans quite a bit. So I've been playing Persona 4 as part of the Gents Challenge. Probably about 4 hours in. So haven't really had tons of fighting in it yet. There's been like a little bit, but not too much. So just kind of going through the, it's a lot of dialogue, a lot of story. But you know what? I'm completely fine with that because the voice acting is phenomenal. The story is really interesting.
There's a lot of it too.
Yeah, it's just great. And it's fantastic. The story is really interesting. It just kind of gripped me right from the beginning. It's really, really good, really interesting. Love the art style. It's just, I mean, I love anime, but it's really just absolutely gorgeous. game. Even if it's just a PS2 game, it's great to look at.
Oh yeah,
So,
I feel the same way.
um,
By
Yeah.
the way, do you think you're going to beat your Persona 4 as your Gens challenge, or?
yeah, I'll beat it. I'm gonna beat it definitely.
I'm very confident I could beat both my games in no time because I'm only at chapter 11 in Valkyria Chronicles, and I think there's like 18 or 19 chapters in the game. So yeah, I'm pretty close to I'm pretty like in the midway point.
Yeah, I mean,
Mark doesn't-
I've got a couple months. Whoa,
My dog, sorry.
Calm down, Fido.
what kind of dog?
Jack Russell Terrier.
Nice. I like me some Jack Russells. I'm a cat person mostly, but I like
I'm
dogs. Too.
allergic to cats, even though I love them.
Cats are evil.
You're evil. You're the person who's talking about throwing Chrono Trigger at a gorilla.
I think I was the one who said that, or was it him?
That was,
Link to the Past, Terranus, Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia. What is wrong with you?
you're making up games now.
Jeez.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Persona 4 has been great though.
I know he would have if he had them, you know that, right?
I picked. I don't know if I had mentioned this. I guess I had. I had been playing Professor Layton in the Curious Village. I think I had mentioned that before.
No, and this one you didn't.
And no, not. I meant on a previous podcast.
You did?
I maybe I don't remember. I had picked it up over spring
I'm
break
pretty
though.
sure you
I actually picked it up as one of my first games I bought for the system, but I did not get far at all. Like, I made past the point where you get to the city, and like some of those puzzles are just evil.
Oh, they some of them get really tough.
I don't even know how to solve some of them. I don't know, like, what's the point of some of them?
Google.
No, hey, you're the one who was just criticizing us about cheating.
Without, you're cheating for an
Yeah.
achievement. This is
Like, some puzzles I don't even understand. Like, what are you supposed to do?
You
pay
solve the
attention.
puzzle. A lot of the
No,
time,
tell you
I mean,
what.
a lot of the times the game is clever. So really, it's trying to get you to think outside the box from the like I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Like what it's expecting of you. Like because there's so many different varieties of puzzles that they have you solve. So
Yeah, but some I've never even heard of before.
I don't. What do you even mean by that?
Like, some I've never even, like, really seen before. Like I never really had to solve them before, and it's just new to me.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Others like others like where you got to put the sheep all in one place, but you gotta make sure the dogs don't stay with the sheep or something.
yeah.
Yeah, that was difficult, but I solved it with time.
Yeah, so well
It
anyways,
was terrible with puzzles.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. I beat it. I didn't do every puzzle in the game,
Oh,
but
by the way, how much
did,
is Diabolical Box? Because I seen that for $20 on Kmart, complete.
it's probably about that. It's probably good going price. I don't really know. I mean, that's next. That's the second game, so I'm gonna be picking it up at some point, sometime soon. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game quite a bit. The story was very fun. I really like the cutscenes; are really cool. You know, they have like actual animation, and it's really cool. Yeah, and the story actually kind of took me by surprise. I liked it a lot more than I thought it did, and it actually had the twist in the story. I did not see it coming, so it was pretty cool. At least the major twist. There's kind of one twist that you're kind of like you kind of can figure out because it's just sort of a mystery for kids sort of thing. But there's another twist that comes along that I'm just like I did not see that coming. So yeah, it's a really enjoyable game. Had a lot of fun with it, and definitely looking forward to playing more Professor Layton games in the future.
Speaking of that, do you think they're gonna release the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover here in America?
Probably not if they haven't announced it already, because I think it came out a while ago, didn't it?
I think my heart just cried, just broke a bit.
We didn't say we didn't
Because I
want
absolutely
to.
adore Phoenix Wright, the first one. I still need to get the second ones, but they're pretty expensive, like the second one at least.
Yeah, I need to play those games too still. But
Oh, you have to get the first one. It's just amazing.
oh yeah. Objection. So I picked
Objection.
Solatorobo up again.
So let's
So it's Robo?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I picked that up again. I've been playing bit more through that. I don't really know why I put it down exactly, but whatever, because it's fun, and I picked it up pretty easily again. You know, the story's not super complicated, so I kind of knew what was going on coming back into it. So that's been fun. Playing that again. Had a bit of fun with that. Also been playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance here and there, just trying to get more, unlock more stuff in it. That game is just, doing it on more difficulties and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. That game is just a blast. It really is. So it's
I keep on thinking, a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, you go first, sorry.
I was saying it can be very frustrating at times, though. So, where I'm trying to get, like, better ranks in, like, some of my, in some of the battles, it can be, try to get S rank or A rank. It can be really frustrating at times to try to get that. So, but yeah, it's a great game, a lot of fun. What were you gonna say?
A lot of people have been saying, like, the mechanic with the sword and how you can cut it up in all sorts of different places. I've been hearing some people say, like, it's unique, like it's never been done before. Actually, it has. From what I've seen, I keep on thinking of Afro Samurai, actually. That's what it reminds me of, the game.
Did
anyone ever?
No, I never played it.
You never even seen gameplay, like, of Afro Samurai?
Nope.
I really should that, because it's actually really similar from what I've seen in Revengeance.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, about how this one guy just gets a sword, and where you can use the analog stick at certain parts to just cut up all sorts of body parts.
Oh, well, I mean, you could use that. You did that in Metal Gear Solid 2. You used, because Raiden had a katana in that too, that you used the control stick to carry. But it didn't have like a free cut mode though, kind of thing.
That's what Afro Samurai did.
I'm looking that up. That's kind of interesting though, now that you mention that.
Because yeah, it has been done before. Rising is not the first game to do it.
Okay, I'd take your word.
A lot of people even heard of Afro Samurai really, but I know
it's
like
because it's a licensed game, so.
Yeah, but actually, it's kind of funny. I never heard of Afro Samurai, the anime, before that, the game.
Oh, really? Because, yeah, I saw like the first 3 episodes of the show. It's awesome. Fantastic. Frickin' Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson!
Samuel motherfucking Jackson.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty great.
What?
What do you mean, what? You've never heard, have you, like, never seen Samuel L. Jackson in a movie? Zavin?
You've never played San Andreas?
Zavin?
Zavin?
Are you there?
Cricket?
You've never seen any movie Samuel L. Jackson has been in?
Maybe. I don't. Possibly.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to Google.
Snakes on a Plane? Was he in that?
Yeah, he was in that.
What
I am tired of these motherfucking snakes on these motherfucking plane.
Well, or the TV edit. I'm sick of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so horrible.
That's actually kind of funny.
What has he been in?
Pulp Fiction. That's like kind of the big one. He was on Snakes on a Plane. And it's key. Every movie he's been in, except for like Star Wars, and to a certain extent, Iron Man 2 and the Avengers.
Oh, come on, he was such a badass in Star Wars. Like, you could have just... I swear.
But he's not Samuel L. Jackson. He doesn't go apeshit on stuff. He just kind of
That's what I mean. Like, they were horrible with it. Like, if they just let Samuel L. Jackson do this thing, there would be no story. Like, just everything... The Sith would just be demolished.
See, because the most Samuel L. Jackson got in Star Wars was, this party's over. In episode 2.
Who was he in Star Wars?
Mace Windu.
The guy with the purple lightsaber?
What's his name?
Yeah, guy with the purple lightsaber.
That guy. You should have started with that.
Oh my gosh. He's Samuel L. Jackson. Pulp Fiction, he's awesome in that movie.
What's Pulp Fiction?
Did you just say, what is Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, can I ask the same thing?
You don't know what it is either?
No.
Oh my
Well,
gosh! All right, that's it. That's
Well-
the end of the podcast right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one more.
I'm giving up now. This is just
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Samuel L. Jackson plays Frank Tenpenny, one of the greatest
Haven't played
video
that.
game villains. Come on.
I actually thought he was just annoying. I didn't
haven't
care for
played
it at all.
that.
Dude, Frank Tenpenny is one of the biggest dicks. This guy is an absolute, absolute dick. He is, just watch my San Andreas review. I really speak highly of this character.
Here's
It-
my favorite video game villain, Andrew Ryan. Maybe.
crickets.
Who?
Andrew
Crickets.
Ryan, the guy from BioShock.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now don't
Haven't
spoil
played that.
anything, please.
Well, everyone
Oh,
knows
gee,
who
now
the
I
villain
know who-
doesn't
No,
he?
but I'm just saying don't spoil anything out of BioShock because
Yeah.
I've never played it, so.
No,
But
have
it's
I.
not even a spoiler. Like you know from the very beginning, he's
No,
villain.
but I'm just warning you. Don't say anything that could potentially spoil what he does. That's
They
I'm saying.
all die.
Everybody dies. The end. Okay. There you go.
They
No
get,
comment.
That's
they,
the end.
No comment.
they get drunk and fall off a building.
That's right. They get drunk and fall off a building. I can't get over the fact that you guys just don't know. How can you not know what Pulp Fiction is?
What is that, like an action movie? Crickets.
Okay, does Quentin Tarantino ring a bell to you?
Yes.
That name sounds kind of familiar.
Are you trolling me? You
No.
better be.
I'm not.
He's been I don't know, at this point, I don't know if he's even trolling us or if he's actually being serious.
I'm being dead serious.
This is Zavin right here. Troll's not even trying.
I'm not.
Yeah, Zavin trolls without even trying.
Okay, that's like his film. That's Quentin Tarantino's like most well-regarded film, and it's a masterpiece. It really is. It's an excellent movie.
So a movie with Samuel L. Jackson regarded as a masterpiece.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Is it on Netflix?
He was in Django. Okay, he was in Django Unchained.
Never seen that.
Okay, well, that just came
that?
out like last December. It was a fantastic movie.
December.
He was in that. Yes, December.
There's only 2 good movies in December.
The Hobbit and Django Unchained.
No, The Hobbit and Les Mis.
And Django Unchained.
Nah, that's not important.
You didn't even see it.
But that's why it's not important. If it was good enough, I would have seen it.
Except it was good because everyone was saying it was a great movie. Because it was.
Fine. It's on Redbox.
Yeah, I'm sure it's. I don't know if it's out yet on Redbox, but it probably will be sometime soon. Okay, here's another one. He was in Black Snake Moan. Now, I've never seen this movie. I laugh at its title, but he was in that. He was in
Snake
Coach
Moan.
Carter, apparently. I
Okay.
didn't know that.
I'm not a movie person, if you can't tell.
Well,
Me either.
yeah, but come on, this is Pulp Fiction we're talking about.
I'm not lying. I never even heard of it.
Okay, we're just gonna stop right there. I'm gonna keep doing games I've been playing. So yeah, I've been. I also played a little Mushihime Sama Futari. No, I was just Mushi.
No, here's how you
Bug
say it.
Princess.
It's Mushihime Sama Futari.
No, it was just Bug Princess. It was the first one, so it's just Mushihime Sama or whatever. Bug Princess. Played that on the iOS. Lots of fun. I had enjoyed my time with it. My brief time, because I only played like a little bit. And yep, that's it. You guys don't know what Pulp Fiction is. I can't believe you guys never had heard of this movie. My
We're just
goodness,
young-
what is wrong
we're
with
just-
you?
You monster.
yo-
We monsters.
Oh, you
we're
could
just-
be.
We're just young, innocent minds that know nothing.
Innocent my ass.
You could be young all you want, but like you've never heard of Pulp Fiction. I know what Pulp Fiction was before I ever saw it. Years before I ever saw it. I only saw it like last year.
What's it about?
everything. Everything that you don't know.
Okay.
If you watch
Yes.
this,
There we go.
you'll understand.
So basically
everything.
that Abomination from Peach Game Inform. That's what it's about.
Okay.
Speaking
We'll
of
go-
everything, you guys should watch the Tetris the musical.
I already did. You.
Well, yeah, I know,
showed
but
me.
the other two have to.
Yeah,
Corey
I
said
don't really, I still don't really know how I think about it. So
Cornel said it was amazing and wants all of you to watch it.
I never said that. He's putting words in my mouth. So
Just go on YouTube and type in Tetris the musical.
it's a little scary. So if if you're scared, it's fine. I was too. Anyways, I was gonna do a new segment, but we've been going for over 3 hours, and I'm tired.
Save it for next week. Yeah,
So we can save it for
really-
next week.
Yeah, I'm really tired too.
And besides, these guys hadn't even freaking heard of Pulp Fiction. I don't care if they're young or not. They had never heard of Pulp Fiction. I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know what to do anymore. Do you guys have anything to plug? Do you have like a YouTube channel? You guys, I don't know.
I have a YouTube channel, but nothing on it.
Okay.
I'm
I need to put some
Goblin.
videos out there on there actually.
So people can find you in the forums. Maybe go into a little bit of that. Talk.
You can just find me on the Skype. It's called the Virtual Guild.
Yeah. Contact Midipore if you want to get involved in that.
Or Michael, but he's never on.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
contact like Michael or Trevor. Those are two mainstays.
Or Midi, because it's kind of a
Midi.
mainstay.
Midi, sorry, Midi and Trevor. I just had a joke
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Motherfucking MIDI poor.
That's right.
Midi the furry.
Yes, that guy, that wonderful man. So, all right, awesome. Well, it's been fun having you guys on. We talked. I felt like I talked like the whole time.
Wait, do I
I
get to
don't
plug
know. I
anything?
interjected a little bit.
Yeah, do you get to say anything? I don't
Do
know.
I get to plug anything?
I asked you and you didn't say anything.
Well, oh yeah, because Mr. Kingdom Hearts was talking. If you just see the word Zavin, that's me. Anywhere. I'm the only Zavin on the internet, so...
I'm gonna go make like Zavin all over the place now, just to and I'm gonna be like, hey, I've never seen Pulp Fiction. What's that movie?
Oh,
And
Well,
probably
at least
get
I've wa-
flamed out of existence.
Well, at least I've watched Star Wars.
That's a good thing. Yeah, Pegasus, you need to do that. That's something you need to do.
oh great, here we go.
Look at the
I
bright
will
side. At
watch
least we've seen
the-
Lord of the Rings.
No, but you hadn't even heard of Pulp Fiction.
No, but still, at least we've seen Lord of the Rings on like Jason Heine.
That's
Oh wait, or did he see it?
No, he
Oh,
saw Fellowship of the Ring.
Did he see Two Towers or
No,
Return
yes.
of the King?
No, he did play Skyrim though. I've
I've
seen
seen
thing.
Phantom of the Opera. Does that count?
No, that does not count. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Aw. Hey, you have anything else to play? Just Zavin anywhere on the internet?
Yep.
Except for me when I'll be, spreading.
Trolling.
Well,
Do it.
yeah, but it's been fun having you guys on though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, it was nice being on a podcast finally.
Yeah, a real podcast.
Yep.
This has been interesting.
It's been eye-opening for me too, trust me.
I kind of need to
It's
sleep.
been mentally scarring for me.
Let
Ugh,
this be known that
dang it.
this is the episode I almost hung up on a guest. Because Zavin wouldn't stop.
Twice for me, so
Yeah.
What about me not even hearing of Pulp Fiction?
Well, you hung up yourself, like your internet crapped out so many times, so
So you get a pass.
that's right. Yeah,
You would have though, wouldn't you?
probably.
Hmm.
No, but we love you guys, so maybe we'll have you on in the future. I don't know. You guys watch Pulp Fiction and then get back to us, or at least know something about it before you come on next time.
Oh, hold on. First off, did you guys do a Shin Megami Tensei episode ever, or not even?
What?
Did you guys do a Shin Megami Tensei episode ever? Because I didn't listen to all your episodes yet.
We don't really do many focus episodes. We sort of try to just cover
We wing it. We wing it.
Yeah, we sort of wing it, you know.
Yeah, like all that talk about PSP and Vita, and you never even mentioned it before the recording.
Nope.
Yeah, I
Nope.
guess.
We just wing it. We just go with the flow, like we
Yep.
did for this whole three-hour podcast, 3.5 hour
and-
podcast, or however long.
I can't wait to listen to this to see how big we fucked up in this thing.
It'll be great. I don't know.
Just give 0 fucks. I mean, I stopped giving a fuck a long time ago, so.
Not a single
Just give
fuck
0
was given
fucks.
this day. Actually, a lot
Yep.
was. Rivaling House of the Dead Overkill.
Nice.
By the way, there was one more game I forgot to mention.
Yeah, what was that?
Burnout Revenge. I gotta play that with Jason Heine and his cousin, Dirty
I
Novels.
still need to get that, actually.
Nice.
I downloaded it for, I think it was $15 on the Xbox Live Arcade. So I downloaded it, and I mean,
Yeah.
I already had it on the original Xbox.
Hmm.
So
That's pretty rad. Oh yeah, I got Castle Crashers as well. So anyone want to
Nice.
hit me up on Xbox Live, play some Castle Crashers? We'll have to talk over Skype because I don't have headset. So you know.
Too bad
Actually,
it's
that would be nice, actually. Yeah, I should download that so me and you can play.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Because
Oh wait, my Xbox I refuse to use my 360 yet because the disc tray. Yeah.
but Castle Crashers is a downloadable game.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to get that fixed so I can play Nier.
no excuses.
No excuse.
But it's a digital game.
You're buying air.
Here it goes again. All right. It's
I'm sorry,
It's the never-ending quandary with you people, both you Doge. All right. So you can find us on iTunes. Hopefully, sometime soon we'll have all those episodes up.
So
Botsa.
when's this episode gonna be up anyway? You think?
When is this episode gonna be up? I don't know. Botsa and LMG are kind of our guys that sort of working on that. So.
So bots and LJN.
Yeah, Botsa and LSD are working on that really hard.
LSD, LEN, and LJN,
And
right?
4LS is working on that pretty hard. They'll have it up sometime pretty soon. Hopefully, more episodes will be up. Oh, also,
Weeble.
and Ue Bull is going to be a guest. I'm going to curse him out of existence. It'll be a fun episode to have in the future. I'm
I
also
thought you were just gonna bow down to him or something.
I'm completely lying through my teeth. Also, so we're not going to have him
I'm
on.
Michael Cole.
We're not
What
going to have
Samuel
Michael
L.
Cole on
Jackson?
either.
Are you gonna have Samuel L. Jackson?
Yes, we will have Samuel L. Jackson, and he hopefully will flip out at you guys for not
Yeah.
watching any of his movies.
Or how about ask him why the hell didn't he do anything in Star Wars? I mean, come on, it was perfect.
Because George Lucas didn't want him to.
Okay,
There you go.
a lot of people hate George Lucas for a lot of reasons. That's gonna be my reason. Nothing that they did nothing with Samuel L. Jackson.
It's a pretty good reason. So yeah, iTunes. The rest of our episodes should be up soon. I think we're at like 8 or 9 episodes or something that have yet to be released on iTunes. So that'll be up soon.
You can also find them on the Pete's Gamer forums, right?
Yeah, you can find us on Pete's Game Room Forum. We have our own subforum. The users, please ask us questions. We love getting questions. As you can tell, Zavin is just asked the greatest questions pretty much ever.
Where did you come up with that? A gorilla? Really?
I don't know.
Did you
where he
watch
comes up with this
SpongeBob
stuff.
or something?
I made that in January, so I can't even answer you.
But yeah, we love questions.
I know SpongeBob had like a gorilla or something.
They did. What?
It's a great day to be a flock.
No, stop it. Stop it right now. I'm kicking him out of the call. No, I'm literally going to kick him out of the... Okay,
Do it.
good. I was literally going to kick... Because I'm trying to close the episode up. Okay,
Just
so
end
anyway,
it. Just end it.
okay, so... one last thing. One very last thing. A fond farewell to Press Start Podcast. You guys were in the community
What happened
for...
to them?
Since before we were involved...
Yeah,
more
that was one of the
involved
earlier podcasts I listened to.
in
I
Pete's
actually
Game
got to be a
Room.
guest on episode 22.
Yeah, they were a great podcast. Had a long run. I actually got on their last episode. I was a call-in guest and
Same
Nice.
actually won a prize.
here. And you've never listened.
I'd never listened to their podcast before, so I feel
Yeah,
kind of bad.
especially for-
I feel a little bad
And
about
I guess Pete was in the chat, and he was saying, "Oh, you're just doing it for the free stuff."
that. Yeah, he was
No,
giving,
no, no,
he was
Pete was just saying
he was
Pete
giving me a hard
troll.
time about going on, but
He was just saying like, fuck, because of it or something. Probably.
Pete Troll.
hey, well, he got on the episode too, so you know.
Pete
He
Droll.
got his question wrong, so
Me or him?
So
no, he did.
Oh. I don't.
before we
I missed what his question was, so or I heard like the tail end of it, so I wasn't. But yeah, so you know, best of luck to you three guys, Nostalgic Dan, Techno Squeak, and Cliva. You know, best of luck in your future ventures. You know, maybe someday we'll see you again.
can anyone tell me what happened to Press
No.
Starts? I don't get it.
They're just,
Real life getting in the way.
yeah, they're just sort of ending
Ending
it.
it?
You know,
Yeah.
so
So before
Dan
we go,
was
what was your guys'
cool
favorite
and-
part of this episode? Anyway,
what was what?
your favorite part in this episode that we've been on. Anyway,
What does that matter? I'm trying to close the episode.
and I have
And
I'm trying
time
to
to
close the
extend
episode.
it.
You're just trying to extend it as long as possible. People have been listening for 3.5 hours.
Come on.
LMT's chips are reappearing. I don't even know what's going on.
The world of fun.
Now the Tetris musical is going. I'm done. All right, I'm done. You
End
get
it,
no
end it.
Pulp Fiction. No Pulp Fiction. I don't even know. Please, I'm making a Facebook page also, so you can look for that in the future sometime, maybe in a month. I don't know. These guys didn't watch Pulp Fiction. I'm done. I'm done. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm not as pissed off as I sound. I swear. So.
No, he's more pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, anyways, have a good night, everybody. You know, peace.
No,
And I'm done.